Hello there, guys, and welcome to another brand new episode of the Spit Talk podcast. Sorry, that
No
kind of
worries.
startled me a little bit. Welcome to another episode of the brand new Spit. Whatever. Let's just go. Freaking hell, I'm already thrown off.
What's your
Um,
name?
I'm Jan. I
And
am
I'm
Jan.
married.
What's up? No, sorry, because I had the feed up on YouTube at the same
Mm.
time that I'm recording, and I was like, "Whoa, why is the intro playing again? What did I do?" But like,
Oh, you're
I think
watching
the
it from the yeah.
yeah, the stream was just on, so I just turned it off now. So,
Hey,
what's up, man? How's
but
it?
yeah, it's good. But yeah, good job, man, at manning the
I know.
the
What a
hardest
way
part
to.
of our streaming. Like the technical part is our hardest part.
I
Um,
mean, I don't know. It's okay so far. I'm not jiving or anything, but we're trying our best right
yeah,
now.
we're doing our best
We're
to
trying it
work
out.
around our schedules and stuff. But yeah, man, like yeah. But
I
anyways,
know.
I've been good. This is our second episode of 2022, episode number 22, right?
22. Look at that. It's perfect. And what a way to start off the year with that bumbled up mess of an intro just earlier.
No, this is our second episode of
Okay, a
2022.
second episode. Oh yeah, I forgot. You know what's fucked
Yeah.
up? I was already in that New Year's mindset. I realized when I put the live stream up on last week, I put 2021 on the date.
Oh shit.
See, I was like, oh, okay, I'm still in that mode.
Mm.
But I changed it. I corrected it today. I almost did the same thing again. So that's 2022 now. Um, Thank you for joining. No one's joining. No one's here yet. But we're gonna talk stuff today. What are we gonna talk about today, Aaron?
Yeah. So, yeah, I know last episode we kind of told our viewers or our listeners that we started an Instagram. So I was like, hey, let's go get some suggestions from our followers. So, we had like a cool, like a small following, but we did get some suggestions. And I guess the number one suggestion that was suggested was TV shows. And funny enough, we never really talked about TV shows as much. Like
Mm-hmm.
we kind of like hinted like here and there, but we've never like dove super deep other than like maybe the Marvel TV shows. But yeah, like a lot of big TV shows popped off 2021 and we kind of ended our year with the big TV show that me and you watched. And so yeah, maybe we'll just talk about TV shows and again to our viewers and listeners on YouTube or yeah, feel free to join in on the conversation and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the links are all there if you guys want to be a part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really a new thing. We're trying to like get more people on and get more viewers on because we're really trying to grow this thing again. We had a bit of a following, kind of, not really, but we had some people watching us before on YouTube, and now we have this new format. We're really trying to get out there and trying to do our thing here. I mean, it's like a fun little hobby. So there's that. And yeah, so we did put up that poll. TV shows was a thing, and I think we did discuss TV shows for a bit when we talked about like, did we talk about like Filoni or something? I think that we did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We talked about Star Wars, The Bad Batch. Yeah, that was
Hmm.
actually one of on my 2021 what I watched.
Yeah, see, and I don't even think I remember talking about Marvel shows in general. Like, I mean, we might have mentioned it in passing, but I
Yeah,
don't think we ever did like a full on episode regarding the Marvel shows that were out this whole year because that was a lot
yeah.
actually that came out this year. If we look
Yeah,
back,
that was basically a year of Marvel, and
hmm
I guess we can just try and go into it now. Then hopefully the other shows can pop up when we're going through this conversation. So I know our year. I was looking at 2021 TV shows that came out, and the first show that popped out was uh uh wait, was it Scarlet Witch and Vision? Or yeah, Scarlet.
WandaVision,
Yeah,
yeah,
WandaVision. Sorry, I remember blanking
WandaVision.
out WandaVision, and it came out in January 2021, so like
I know,
so
dude.
long ago, like literally a year ago. And I was like, wow, that was 2021. So, Scarlet, yeah,
It
WandaVision.
felt like yesterday, to be quite honest with you. It felt like it just came out, so it's a
Mm-hmm.
little weird for me. But yeah, Scarlet Witch. I don't know. What did you? I mean, whatever. WandaVision. What do we think about WandaVision? I might have we might have talked about it. We might have said what we thought about it. But what do you think about the show overall and how it ended and all the twists and all that stuff? We
I
could just
think
gloss over a little. Yeah.
I feel like personally, like WandaVision was a start where Marvel started getting more theories out. Like I just noticed a lot of people are now like theorizing everything with Marvel. And I feel like this was the start of that catalyst. Like everyone just started theorizing because each, you know, how we have to wait every week for a new episode.
Hmm.
So they had 7 days to theorize, like what's gonna happen next, what's gonna happen next. And
Yeah.
it kind of
Yeah.
it kind of went straight into like even like going back. I don't want to bring it up, but like going back to like Spider-Man, like there's a lot of theories about that. So I feel like WandaVision kind of made that a media
I mean,
presence of
yeah. I
like
mean,
theories.
I like that. I like the fact that we had to wait so that we had time to like let it sink in. Like, oh shit, this might happen in the next episode, or it's kind of like a give and take because we did like a lot of people online were theorizing a bunch of stuff like Mephisto and all this shit, and it
Yeah, for
not didn't
sure.
come true. So it was like it was pretty funny.
Mhm.
And actually,
But
I
I
honestly,
yeah.
yeah, I kind of bought into that theory as well. But yeah, whatever. It's
But what I liked about how what WandaVision did, other than it being the first or not really the first Marvel TV show, but MCU timeline related TV show, whatnot. In a
yeah,
sense, I liked how each episode got better and like it dove deeper every time. So like the first couple episodes, it's like for if for anyone that never watched it yet, like it'll take you some time to watch it. Uh, like it'll try to ease you in, but I think when you get to like episode 4, that's when it starts getting into like more of the Scarlet Witch realm and like what her purpose is and all that other stuff.
yeah. I really like the whole. There's just an air of mystery within like the first couple of
Hmm.
episodes, and I kind of like that. You're really trying to figure out what's going on. There's some stuff where it's kind of like the reveals aren't that great in terms of like its impact because you kind of expected more out of it. Just for me, I don't know what I really thought about like, or I didn't really know what was gonna happen or what I thought was gonna happen that's making me feel this way about it. But I'm just glad that Scarlet Witch got like she was the focal point of this thing, and I'm just glad that she finally got that after like what like 6 years being in the MCU and
Oh yeah.
yeah, finally getting her own thing. So that one was cool too. Yeah, so let's just get the Marvel stuff out of the way because there was a bunch of stuff that came out. And then
Hmm.
we could talk about other things because there's a bigger world of TV shows other than Marvel. So what's
Yeah,
the
for
next?
sure. So yeah, the
Yeah,
next one that probably hit off after WandaVision was Winter Soldier. Or sorry, Falcon and Soldier.
Falcon. Yeah, that one
So
was
that was the next one. I think we did
mhm.
kind of touch up on this and like how the production kind of changed because I remember you saying that like, oh, it was supposed to be like a drug or like a sickness disease,
Yeah,
and
some virus kind of thing.
they try to take
Yeah,
it out and try to adjust it. So I was like, damn, that's crazy what they had to do.
hmm,
But overall, I think for Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was just like a solid. It was a solid TV show. You know, a lot of political areas it touched up on, and again, like Scarlet Witch, I liked how it made both of them grow a little deeper in a sense in
yeah.
the Marvel realm and all that other stuff.
Hmm. No, yeah, definitely. I like the like the fact that it's like we're acknowledging that he's not Steve Rogers kind of thing, and he's just trying to make it his own thing, being Captain America and whatnot. And his journey becoming getting there was pretty cool. It was a really short show though. It was like what
Yes,
eight? I
six
don't
episodes,
remember. 6 episodes. Yeah. See,
six
so
episodes, an hour long. Yeah.
and their dynamic is always really good. Um, Falcon and Winter Soldier, in general. So at least that was enjoyable to see. But I do feel like it was a little incomplete, due to the fact that it was changed. A couple things were changed in terms of like what they were trying to do because there is a storyline there that was there, but they took it out. like the
Mm.
whole uh I don't remember her name, the one with the redhead girl. I felt like she played a bigger
Yes.
part in terms of like what was happening, and there was a bigger story at hand here, but everything was dropped due to COVID, which is really unfortunate. But it is what it is, and it was still pretty good for what it was. It
Yeah.
wasn't the best thing ever. I still liked WandaVision, um, you know, better than this one at least, but it was still pretty good. I don't really know where to go with that.
Yeah, I totally agree that like WandaVision kind of like gave it like a good jump start for like the stories.
Yeah.
Then like Falcon and Winter Soldier kind of like brought us back to like, oh, there's like a realism or like a
Hmm.
reality check. Like there's other problems to face other than like, interdimensional and all that other stuff that Wanda is going through. So other than WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we did like this show, and I think you liked it really well. Was Loki?
Oh yeah, definitely. I liked it a lot actually in terms of like what it did with Loki as a character, the overall story, and what it did for just the ultra like just the universe in general for the MCU. I thought it was really unique, and I thought it was good. Some episodes probably were like a little hit or miss, but the overall show actually hit pretty well. And the fact that it's not a one-off and we are getting a season two kind of helps because it's like okay, even though it feels like it feels a little incomplete, we at least know the story is going to be fulfilled because we're not done yet. So I do
Yeah.
like that aspect too. And yeah, Tom Ellison's always good. Owen Wilson was surprisingly really good. I loved
Yes,
him in this one. um and yeah,
but
what about you? What do you think?
I think the best one had to be Sylvie. I forgot her name, but like
It
she
was
killed it.
Sylvie, was it not? I think it was Sylvie. Are you talking about the
Yes,
actress?
yeah, the actress, like Sylvie, like literally killed it.
Yeah,
Like
it's escaping me too.
in that movie. I forgot her name, sorry, her
Mhm.
actress name, but like she totally killed her role. And I guess just to jump off into like the movie realm, I felt like this 2021 was a good year for like female roles because a lot of female roles like that I'm simping over came out in 2021. So Sylvie's one.
Like
Then yeah,
Elena's
like
another one.
Elena's one, Kate Bishop's one, and like it's all started with Scarlet Witch. Like Scarlet Witch literally like freaking kicked it off. Like, yo, you're the one. Like to like no way, dude. She was like badass, like Scarlet Witch, hands down. But yeah, Loki. I think out of the three that we did watch, um, I felt like that was the better one. Then I would go Scarlet, then Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, definitely. Do you hear feedback or is that just me? Let me
No,
see. It's trying to work out. Okay, cool. I just want to see if there's any issues here. Um, are we? Oh yeah, we'll just move on from there then. Because
yeah.
I
Then
don't
the
really know.
last one
Yeah.
to close out the Marvel really quickly is just Hawkeye, and Hawkeye actually came out very recently, like in December. So I
Mm-hmm.
know we didn't really talk about this, but your thoughts on Hawkeye?
It was a little disappointing. Just that's just me in terms of like um the overall story and what they tried to do. I just thought like it was kind of like the whole thing just felt like a filler episode. To be honest
The
with you.
whole thing?
The whole thing. I mean, there's some things that'll have a big impact on the MCU in general. Like, spoiler alert, Kingpin is in it now, and it's kind of hinting towards Kingpin. It's the same actor from the Daredevil show, but it doesn't seem like it's the actual same character that's doing that it's like transferring over in the MCU. So it's a little weird. It's a bit of a weird situation, or it just seems that way to me because it doesn't feel like the same character, but at the same time it does. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It does make sense after
Yeah.
following Loki. So you're
Yeah.
basically saying he's a variant.
No, I don't know. That's why it's really weird because it's Vincent D'Onofrio and he's always so good in this role, and he's
Yes.
playing the same thing, but at the same time it feels weirdly different, and it's just the way that they approached it. And it was a little disappointing in the end, whatever they did with that. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm pretty sure he's not dead. I'm kind of just
Yeah.
spoiling it out right there, but It's just the way that they handled his character there. It was a little weird and it was a little weak. I just didn't really. It wasn't really resonating with me in terms of like what they wanted to do with Kingpin as a as like an overall force. I mean, he was strong as hell though. I mean, you
Mhm. For
know,
sure.
yeah,
But
I don't know.
yeah, I think what I liked about Hawkeye, what it did was like how it kind of left off where Black Widow ended, where like Elena was gonna go after the Ronin, and kind of like the Ronin became the whole, like the whole symbolism, or not the whole symbolism, but the whole highlight of the story. Like the title of Ronin is what brings bad stuff
Hmm.
and stuff. So like I like that concept, and it's basically how the past will bite you in the butt again. So that's why Hawkeye is kind of facing all of that. So we see Hawkeye go on this journey where we haven't seen him do before, like other than save the world all the time. So I liked how he had his own focus. Like out of the six Avengers, he literally has his own TV series. Like the original Avengers, finally he has his own thing,
Yeah,
which I liked. And but you when you did say it's a filler episode, like I see it now. Like
a little bit. I mean, yeah, no, there is some character stuff with Hawkeye that was pretty cool. And Kate Bishop is pretty cool as well. I just feel like you could miss this show and you won't really miss a beat, kind of thing. Um,
yeah, I
yeah,
I, I agree to that.
yeah.
I think what sucked is it didn't feel like a closing, just like how Black Widow felt like a closing of the door of that character.
Hmm.
So like Hawkeye didn't even feel like a closing of a door, or like an ending of a chapter, or it didn't even feel like a beginning of a new, in a sense. Because he's still,
Yeah,
I feel like he's still the same guy. He just is like a mentor now, or not even a mentor. He called Kate Bishop a partner.
yeah.
See, so I was like where? So when you do say filler, and when I do say it's not an ending or it's not a beginning, it's still like in the same chapter. Like that's where I stand.
Yeah, like I said, there's still good stuff in it. I just feel like you could just skip this one if you want. Like if you're rushed, just watch a recap if you want. If you want to like get caught up or something, it's not anything big that you're gonna miss. To be quite honest with you, there's some fun
Hmm.
moments though. There really is some fun moments. Especially Elena and just Kate Bishop talking. That one was pretty fun to watch. Just their dynamic there was pretty cool. And yeah, so that does it for MCU. I think
Yeah,
doesn't
for sure. Those are
I would
our
hope so.
four MCU. We kind of brief it over just to or rush it just so we can talk about other TV shows. But I
Yeah.
guess let's close it out with like if you had to watch it in order, or if you had to tell people to watch it, what would you watch in that order amongst the four?
I would tell. Well, Loki was probably my favorite out of all of them. So I'd say Loki, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, just because you have to know what happens with Falcon because he's now the new Captain America. And I do
Mm-hmm.
like that ending where they put Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So it's like they're trying to get us to accept that thing, which I do. Um, and yeah, Hawkeye. Just watched the recap. And what if we forgot about what if actually?
Oh, yes. What
Yeah,
if,
that
well,
one's pretty
I would
nice.
say those that like that TV series, those four uh kind of impact more on the MCU timeline with the movies.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
with that order, I do agree with of how you said Loki, then WandaVision, Falcon, and then Hawkeye. And
hmm,
again, if you watch that, the top three already help the MCU timeline more than the last one,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Oh yeah, don't definitely. Um, yeah, I think like there's some episodes there you could skip. But there's some episodes also you could just like it's really good, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it will have some impact in the overall MCU of things. So I do think that you can go back and watch some of that. If you've seen the Doctor Strange 2 trailer, you'd know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
Um,
I feel so sorry for the people that didn't watch any of the TV series, and they're just gonna go in blind like, oh shit, when did he get the shield, or like when did, or like he got the shield, or like when did he get a new suit, or Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
when did
the
Scarlet
yeah.
get a new costume? Like,
That's the one
where's
thing about
Vision?
this whole the big shared universe thing and them doing TV shows now. It's like if you
It's
really
a
can't miss
prerequisite.
anything. Yeah,
Exactly.
and it's
Yeah.
it's hard for people that just watch movies and they don't really care about like trying to go out and watch TV shows. They're
Yeah.
just average moviegoers and they're like, wait, what the fuck? How did that happen?
Yeah.
Why is this a thing now? You know what I mean? I mean, as long as they do it in a way where you don't really feel like you're missing a beat if you skip the shows, then I feel like it'll be okay. I would hope.
Mhm. Yeah. Cuz
But
like Doctor Strange 2, the trailer that popped off, it kind of hinted on it. So it made it seem like, oh, the prerequisite to watch Doctor Strange 2 is you have to watch WandaVision.
well, yeah, for one, this part of the story, maybe, yeah,
But I'm just
um,
saying, imagine that for like the other films that might pop off.
yeah,
Like the next Captain America 4, like the prerequisite is you need to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier to understand Captain America 4 or
I
like how he
feel,
got that.
I feel like
Unless you
maybe
can totally skip
yeah,
over that.
you can try. I feel like there's a way you could try to skip over it, where you could just explain to the audience a little bit in the movies, and that you won't have to like alienate a certain like part of the audience that hasn't watched any of the shows, kind of thing. I mean, I
Mm,
would hope so that that's part of their plan because it's really going to be super confusing for people that are just there to watch stuff. And I'm
yeah.
pretty sure Kevin Feige has taken that into account. I would hope. I mean, he's a smarter person than we are, so you know, we'll just see about that, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
so
I
that
guess
does it
to
for
end
yeah. Go
Yeah,
for it.
to end off the Marvel slate, you did bring up What If, and I totally forgot about What If. The four did kind of have, again, like we said, kind of had an impact on the MCU, but What If is still a question mark. So, thoughts on What if they're ever gonna bring them on the live action, or is it gonna stay where it stood?
I feel like they'll just. I think animated is the good way to go about this, just budget wise, and it's really just a multiverse thing where it's just really like it just harkens back to those the comics of like, oh yeah, what if this was like the zombies episode and everything. So I kind of it would be cool to do live action, but it's kind of like a little. It's going to be a bit of a mess. So just keeping it animated, I feel like, is a good step for these.
Mm,
Um, I don't know. I just because I feel like they should just focus the main story, um, like in the
yeah,
movies, kind of thing. I don't
I
know.
feel like I do want to see What If in live action, but the only person I want to see is the Watcher. They
Oh,
did it in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I guess to like tie it into What If is just have the Watcher there. If it's the
okay.
same voice actor, like like CGI that guy in live action and make him be the voice, then
I
shoot.
mean,
Like they've done it before. They've done it in Guardians. Like just have him appear again and just talk or like interact or something. That would be
yeah.
mind blowing.
I mean, he's pretty busy now, though. He's doing Batman. He's doing what else is he doing now? Like he's fucking busy, dude. He-
But
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, like if you just get him for the voice, yeah, I guess why not, right? I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
CGI. It's not like he's a physical actor that has to be there. Um, so there's that, and then there's a bunch of like future shows that we could kind of touch up on later. But I do want to just go back and like just talk about act like other shows that came out because I don't want to like really like limit ourselves to talking about Marvel today.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
There's I don't really want to limit ourselves to TV shows like that are superhero related or comic related in general. Even though there's a lot actually that did come out. We could talk about fucking Invincible
Invincible. Yes.
that came out, and that one like really, really exceeded my expectations.
For
And
sure.
it was never even in my radar when it came out. Like I never thought anything about it. I thought it was just another like, oh god, it's another superhero thing that's rated R, trying to be edgy and doing this and that, just
Wait,
so it could try to be cool.
how did you get into Invincible? Like I because for me, my story goes is like you guys were talking about it. Then again, I'm more of like fear of missing out. Like shoot, let me hop on the
Yeah,
TV. Let me watch Invincible then.
I think like there's some like there's people on YouTube that I follow, and just after like they just rave about it so much, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should try it out. I'm not really an anime. Like, it's kind of hard for me to latch on to animated stuff. You know that, and a lot of people know that about me. Like, our friends and whatnot. It's hard for me to latch on to animated stuff in general. And the fact that I was so hooked on this thing, it was almost like I was like, it's kind of like when I was super hooked on the Spectacular Spider-Man show,
Mm,
because it was kind of similar. It's just rated R, and it's like fucking dark as shit. It's super fucking dark, and I really dug it. I just really dug the character work in this one, and I really dug the. It's not the best animation style. Like, this is like, just it's just regular animation. It's not like nothing was revolutionary about it. But the storytelling and what they're doing with the show in general, I gotta give them props for that. It
yeah.
was really good.
I felt like I went on a invincible rabbit hole
Yeah.
because because it's the same guy who did The Walking Dead. And if you haven't seen like the
Hmm.
Walking Dead graphic novels, those things are thick.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, and I know that like Invincible the first season only touched like not even like just like an inch or like 2 inches worth of the first graphic novel. So there's so much story to this character, and I think why we're hooked on it was that first episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, if you haven't watched the first episode, go watch it. And knowing the fact that it's Robert Kirkman, or not Robert Kirkman, is it? Or no, that's a Walking
No,
Dead
it's
guy.
Robert
But
Kirkman. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
Robert. Okay, so
he
Robert
wrote he
Kirkman.
wrote the graphic novels. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't know Robert Kirkman and watch Invincible, dude, your mind's gonna be blown on that first episode.
Yeah. You know what the crazy part is? I knew about that turn already because of the memes. There's a meme of
Mm.
what the hell's the guy's name again? Where he's doing this and, like,
Yeah,
he's
I
saying
thought that
think.
that was at the way end. That was at the way end.
Yeah.
So I saw that meme a lot.
There's memes everywhere about that. So I was like, oh man, it's kind of ruined for me. I know where it's going. But then
Yeah.
even if no, no, with that knowledge in mind, the first episode still hits differently. Like, it's still
Yeah.
crazy, like the way that it happens. And I think, like, you just gotta watch it, man. I don't really know what else to say about it. Other than the fact that they announced season 2 and season 3 right off the bat, just because of like response from people. Like, they really liked it. So season 2 and season 3 have been greenlit. So that's
Mhm.
really a good sign for them. Bravo, dude. Seth Rogen, man, he's killing it producing stuff. Honestly.
Oh, he
Um,
produced that.
yeah, he
No
produced this as
freaking
well.
way.
He's also I think he was one of the aliens. He voiced it. I don't know if you
Oh,
could
was he
tell.
the one that was like, yeah, he was the one that was like giving him a warning.
Yeah, like
Like, "Oh,
yeah,
I'm doing a planet
yeah,
check. So
yeah,
let me do
yeah.
a
That's
planet
him.
check on you
That's Seth
guys."
Rogen. Yeah, him and
Okay,
his
yeah.
partner Evan Goldberg. They're always up to good stuff. They did this. They did The Boys.
No
Um,
freaking way.
yeah. I mean, if you watch The Boys, right? The
Yeah, so funny story. I watched Invincible first,
Mhm.
then that's when I was like, shoot, I'm gonna try out The Boys since might as well,
Dude,
right?
same
Like,
executive producers,
yeah,
dude.
so I went to that one. Then The Boys was the one I actually started in 2021. I know it came out like beforehand, but that was one of the
Hmm.
watches I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, the show's pretty good. Then I actually fell in love with that. I'm sipping over a lot of girls this year, but or 2021. It was what's that star girl, that electric girl.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I
What the
was like
hell's her
simping
name?
over her, but
Yeah, I know you were simping over her every time you would fucking send me memes about her.
she's the
The
best.
Starlight. Yeah,
Yeah, so
she's
it was
okay, man. I mean,
yeah. I
she's
didn't
she's.
no, I don't know. Like I just liked her character or something. I don't know.
No, I just I kind of knew. I had a feeling about it. That's why I was telling you to watch that. Um, no, yeah. See, like, remember when I told you to watch The Boys, and I was telling you, like, fuck, I wish you watched The Boys first, because
Yeah, I was just gonna say that like the boys kind of like dumbed down Omni Man, or not, like dumbed
the other
down the
way
power of
around
like super. Yeah, yeah,
of Homelander. Yeah, like, because
yeah.
I was
Homelander,
like,
Homelander.
I was saying, I was like, whoever I talked to people, I was like, dude, fucking Omni Man makes Homelander look like a little bitch, dude. And Homelander's an
Yeah.
asshole, and he's like a scary dude. But Omni Man makes him look like a bitch, and it's kind of like, it's really crazy. And I think season 4 is coming out for The Boys. So I'm pretty, or no, season 3, season 3. Sorry.
Mm.
Or is it?
But
Oh, fucking
yeah,
hell,
so
whatever.
I think if for anyone that didn't watch The Boys, it does still fall in the realm of like superhero, but it still kind of gets dark as well.
Hmm.
Um, but I do like how Carl Urban's character. I like the where like he kind of heads the whole show. Like I'm not even watching for the skinny dude. It's more of like Carl Urban's story of like how he doesn't like the superhero people. So I was
Oh yeah,
like, damn, like I'll follow him just to see like where it goes. And
I
he's pretty
fucking love
smart
Carl
about it.
Urban. Yeah, I
Oh
fucking
yeah,
love
dude.
Carl Urban. Yeah,
When he becomes like the dark guy, the guy you don't want to mess with, for sure. But when he's like the lighthearted dude, like I'm like, oh man, I can't.
yeah. He can no, he can honestly play anything to me. He's fun. I mean, I forgot he was even in Thor
And
Ragnarok. You know,
oh
and
yeah,
he
he was
was
in Ragnarok and Star Trek too.
Star Trek. Yeah, he's really good. But yeah, and in the boys, he's on another level. And it's his show, so it really helps. I remember there was talks of like when Ben Affleck was before he was casted. I was like, Carl Urban would be good. I think I would hope,
Mm,
but you know, I don't know about that now. I think whatever. That was just me back then thinking about that stuff. So yeah, the boys. What else did we see? Because I know that we had a couple of like movie nights at your place, and I know Gino introduced us to The Servant,
yeah,
and that's one of the shows that got me hooked like straight away. Like I know I you know how good it is. It's like it's when my girlfriend would not want to watch stuff with me, even especially stuff that's scary or like stuff that's like pretty dark. But something's good when she's like tuning in with me, and she's not even watching it consistently, but she's like, "Holy cow, what's happening right now?" She's like on the side, and I'm
yeah,
just watching on
yeah.
my own. She's like, "Wait, can you go back?" I'm like, "What the fuck? I thought you weren't watching this shit." It's fucking good, dude. Sir, if you haven't watched Servant on Apple TV, man, props to Gino for telling us that. I've always been meaning to watch it, but like he was the one that made me like actually just dive in and do it and start it, and it was really good. Have you
Hmm.
finished it by any chance?
No, I think I finished the first season,
Okay.
and just because I have like if for like well anyone who gets a new Apple product, you get like an Apple TV subscription for a year. So
Yep.
I should fucking really finish up The Servant. But the
Mhm.
first like going off what you said, like Servant season 1 was like literally the tension grabber, and not only that, like the story, but freaking the guy who plays Ron Weasley, dude, that guy is killing his role.
He's
And I was
good,
like,
dude.
what the heck? Like you can be that, like an
I know.
obnoxious uncle, and like coming from where you came from, like just like a quiet, like shy guy.
Hmm.
Like it's crazy to see how he transformed into that, and I feel like he won an award. I think
I
for
feel like he
for his
did as
role.
well. I feel like he
Yeah.
did. He's honestly really good. I always like out of the Harry Potter crew, I was always actually the one saying like I feel like Ron's the best actor out of all of them. And it kind of does show here. If you watch just not just this stuff, but like other stuff, he's kind of like the dark horse in terms of acting. He's the best one, I would say, out of them
Mhm.
three, like Harry, Hermione, and Ron.
Yeah, I
Rupert
feel
Grint,
like
he's killing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like knowing that I watched The Servant,
Hmm.
I would stand by what you just said of how like he is the better one, because if you see like Emma's work, or if you see uh Daniel Radcliffe's work, I feel like they're just playing the same character in a sense, or like
Yeah.
the same tone, but like this one, when you see him play in The Servant, it's like a total shift of like who he was before,
No, yeah,
which I
definitely.
dig. And
Yeah.
every episode of The Servant, like in general, like it ends with like what the hell is gonna happen next?
Yeah, it's
Like you're
hard.
you're
Yeah.
like you're trying to figure out what's going to happen,
Uh huh.
and I'm still on season 1, so there
Dude,
is a bigger world out there that I don't know yet, and that I still need to discover.
I can't wait. Dude, season three is coming up soon. I think in a couple weeks. And I'm like so hyped for it, dude. I can't wait. Yeah, but the one thing I would say about Rupert Grint, his his accent does eke out a little bit. You could kind of hear it because he in this one he has an American accent, so
Yeah.
he's doing one, but you could kind of hear that it's like kind of breaking a little bit sometimes. But it doesn't detract the fact from how good he is and how believable he is in the role. And Toby Kebbell in this is really good. The main guy, the one that plays Koba, he plays like what, Doctor
Yeah,
Doom. What was he? What else does he play? He's really good in the show, and I'm glad he's getting more work because he's a really good actor in my eyes. And just yeah, the story overall, like I think you barely scratched the surface, honestly, Aaron. If you haven't like
I
seen season
know.
two, dude, you barely scratched the surface.
Doesn't he go to? I think I remember you guys like posting pictures. Like, doesn't he go to the girls like state or something or whatever, like hometown? Because it
uh
freaking ended. Okay, I'm gonna just like spoil where I left on season one. Like, they freaking ended like they were all hugging. Then all of a sudden they just disappeared or something, like in the street. Then they
yeah,
like disappear. I was like, what the like? How did they just fucking do that?
yeah.
So I'm like,
You'll
I'm
you'll
guessing they're gonna
see.
go back. Yeah.
I mean, even now, knowing what I know, I feel like there's still more to do, or there's still more that I don't know. Like, I feel like there's still more that they're still revealing. And
Mm,
season three, the trailer, like, it doesn't really say anything at all. Like, so I'm fucking psyched to see what's gonna happen. It's one of those
yeah.
shows where it's kind of hard not to press play on the next episode, no matter how late it is. I think I
Mm,
was I was watching this thing past like 3 a.m. Like, fuck, I gotta watch it, dude. It's so good. But yeah, so there's Servant. We watched that one. What else did we watch this year? Because I know that there's a
okay.
couple
I
new
think
shows.
we can try and dabble into ones we haven't watched, and maybe we can just talk about uh what have you been watching. So one that I'm not sure if you did watch was it was a Hulu original. It was Only Murders in the Building, the one with
Ah,
Selena
yeah,
Gomez.
Steve Martin, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched that one only because my girl wanted to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But surprisingly, to me, it was good. Like the idea of like who done it, like what you said, like you do like who done it. So I wanted to figure out who done it because it's only confined to people in the building. And the funny
Yeah.
thing about it is they're kind of like one was I guess in New York there's a like in a sense like a condo esque building where it's just their own little neighborhood, right? So that's the building, and a murder happened and whatnot. But there's three different people. So Selena's character who is just living there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a retired actor, right? Then you got like a stage production guy,
Yeah.
right?
Fucking
Or
hell, dude.
like a director dude,
Steve
right?
Martin and Martin Short. God,
Yeah. So it's
dude.
crazy. Like it's getting that dynamic was one thing why I liked it. But the funny
Yeah.
thing is they loved they love murder podcasts. So
That
they were like,
yeah.
"Hey, there's a murder in our building. Let's go make a podcast out of it." And it was
Mm-hmm.
just so funny because like we're doing a podcast. So I was like, "Dude, this is so great. Like this is how they're getting their content is like they're literally doing an episode of what
Yeah.
evidence they're finding out and solving the mystery." So that's
Yeah.
why I liked it. And
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't checked it out, like totally check it out if you want. Like, it's not like the funniest one, but it's a who done it. And I know you like who done it movies.
I actually have seen like the one episode.
Mm.
This was when because this thing came out like right when I was about to leave. Uh, so I've
Ah,
only watched one episode, and I still haven't gone back and seen everything else. And I've been meaning to because it was pretty cool what I seen, and I do know the podcast thing. I remember seeing that in the episode. Like that's how it ended, and it ended on a cliffhanger to be like they're trying to like misdirect you about Selena Gomez's character a little
yeah,
bit. Yeah, I was like, fuck. Okay, I gotta
I
find
like it
out.
though. Like that
I
the
know.
idea of that they're doing a podcast about it.
Yeah. I still need to go. Yeah, I need to go back on that. That one's really good so far, and I'm glad you liked it because I could tell you now like it was renewed for season two as
Too
well.
exactly. Yeah.
So that's some good stuff. Let's see what came out. I know that you're not really. We haven't really been a fan of the CW superhero stuff, and I know I'm bringing it back
I
a little
know. Yeah,
bit.
you can tell. I think I know what you're gonna talk about.
Yeah. So
So
there's this
is it?
show. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because there's a show called Superman and Lois that I thought
Yep.
was gonna
There
be
it
total.
is.
I thought it was gonna be total fucking ass, dude. Because it's the same characters from the Supergirl show, and it's like they kind of watered down the Superman character in general. I'm gonna be really quick about this. I don't really want to make this about a superhero or a superhero like episode or whatnot, but it's really cool. I really thought I thought they really handled the Superman character well. It's kind of like night and day difference of what he was in Supergirl versus what he was in this show. And the way that they're handling their relationship and the relationship with their kids and how Superman is just Superman. Like it feels like
Mm-hmm.
Superman to me. And I mean, like, he might not look like the best Superman, like physique wise, look wise, but he's killing it in the role, dude. Like I liked him as Clark Kent. I like him as Superman. And the stories that they're telling, it really like it's really like it harkens back to like the golden age era of Superman to where like it's more simple and it's not super dark and he's not super depressed. I mean, I loved Henry Cavill's own, but he was still a little unsure of himself. But this one, it's like he is the Superman, and it's really cool, and that's really all I can say about it. Like,
Yeah.
just check it out. I mean, it's so CW verse, but it doesn't feel like it, to be honest with you.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, we can move on from that. No more of. I would
Yeah, for
hope
sure.
there's no more TV shows that are superhero we could bring up, but
Oh no, there isn't.
okay,
I didn't
cool.
watch like a whole lot, but for some reason it kind of dealt with murders. So the one show, the other show that I watched was The Flight Attendant,
The flight
starting
attendant.
starring Kaylee
I
Kuko.
watched that. Yeah, Kaylee Kuo.
Oh, you watched
Yo,
that,
I
dude?
watched that, dude.
That show was pretty fun too.
It was pretty cool. I thought it was fine. Because it was another one of those who done it that are like, okay, we'll check it out. I'll see what it is. What's going on with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
liked it.
it was short, but I liked how it plays off of, like her alcoholism, and she's like going into like she's like talking to the dead guy in her
Yeah, I
head and
know.
stuff.
I
So I was
I thought
like,
it was
dude,
really
that's cool.
cool.
Like, cause I thought that character that dies is I kind of know him through like Game of Thrones and stuff and like
Yeah, and
whatnot.
Hill
But
House,
like,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
I thought I was like, oh man, that's it. He was just episode one and done. But I'm glad that they brought him like to, like in her psyche and stuff,
hmm
and just in general like how the story plays out, and like I think also what it does is there is a bigger world too because of like her friends or her flight attendant buddies, like they're into other stuff that's going down,
yeah.
and they didn't even touch that. So when I finished the flight attendant, I was like asking my brother and my girlfriend, I was like, dude, you think they're gonna like do a season two so they can focus on like the other flight attendant?
Dude, there's a season two already. It's announced.
Oh yes.
Yeah, there's a season two for this one, so we should be okay. I thought it was really cool
Dang.
too. It reminded me a little bit of like Flight. You ever watch that Denzel movie where he's like, you want him to stop drinking, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
just
dude.
stop, dude.
I had that the whole time, like her character was like, oh, we need to get a drink. I
Yeah,
was like, dude, it's
exactly.
like 8 in the morning and she wants like a fucking vodka. I was like, what the hell? I
I
was like,
know, like,
you like you're drinking this like water.
and it's to her detriment, but she keeps fucking doing it. I'm like, dude, it would benefit you like overall in this whole situation if you just stop. Like, just please,
Yeah.
like, and you're with her throughout the whole thing, but it's kind of like understandable with what she's going through. Well, not, I don't know, like it's kind of like you get where she's coming from a little bit in terms of
Mm-hmm.
why she is the way she is, and I feel like you still haven't like we haven't dug deep into her, and that's why season two coming would be pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna move on from that, but before we do that, I do want to add our guest here. Just kidding, I'm adding Kyle. What's up, dude? Where you
Hey, hey,
been?
hey, hey. Sorry, I'm late, kind of late to the
Yeah,
party, but I'm here.
introduce yourself to people. I'm just kidding.
Hi, my
No,
name's Kyle. I'm the permanent guest
the permanent guest. Look at that. Shut the fuck
for the
up.
title.
Yeah,
So,
he doesn't even know what we're talking about today. Do you? Do you know what we're
oh,
talking
you guys
about?
were talking about flight attendants. I was like, what the hell could they be watching? I was like, I haven't watched anything revolving around flight attendants.
It's called The Flight Attendant.
Yeah, it's
Was
called
it?
the flight
With
attendant.
who?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kelly Cuco
it's the
Cuco
girl from Big Bang
Big
Theory. Do
Bang
you remember
Theory.
her? Yeah. So we were
No.
just talking about that. We were just like,
Movie? It's a movie or show?
it's a TV show.
Show.
So today's
Uh,
episodes, we're just literally going over TV shows because of the poll that we did on Instagram. If you look at our Instagram, Kyle, I was
Oh
kidding.
yeah, I'm off
Uh,
Instagram, so
I know we're
my
off. We're
handle's
all
definitely
off
on Twitter.
Instagram. Okay. No, yeah, I know. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah. So today's episode is just about TV shows in general. We kind of touched up on The Boys, The Invincible,
Mhm.
Servant. If you haven't seen Servant,
Is that the one
check.
with I feel like I've heard of it. Just never started on it.
Ron
Uh,
Weasley.
well, the one with Ron Weasley is an American.
Oh, okay. No, okay. I've
Yeah,
seen the trailer for it. So yeah.
you should watch it. I
Really?
think you'll really like it. Like
Okay.
knowing you, I think you'd really like it.
I
But is there
think,
like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's just funny how like me and Jan for 45 minutes, like we've watched so many shows in 2021. Like
really? Like
it
TV
might
shows?
no like it well, it's not a lot, but it's a handful.
this is barely
And
half though. This is barely
for
half of what we
you,
watched. So I feel like I've watched more
nah,
stuff
I'm already like on my end. My
because I
end.
feel like
Unless you got something like, I'm like, oh yeah, I did watch that. Because these are just what I'm trying to do is like we're naming shows that came out in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's a lot. For sure there's a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying
Mhm.
like we just watched a good handful, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
I see. I see.
well overall, dude, I feel like I've watched more shows than I did movies during the pandemic, so that's kind of why I feel like I've been
Mm.
seeing a lot more stuff. Like even I would go back and rewatch stuff like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I really just went ahead and started that from the beginning and finished it throughout 2021, and it was
Uh-huh.
really
Yeah.
cool. It was really funny. I don't know if you haven't seen any of that.
Not the new stuff. No.
No, okay, but Kyle, have you seen anything like what have you seen this like in 2021 like
2021, yeah.
regarding TV shows
TV
really?
shows? Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, and let's try. We're trying to like not. I mean, because we did kind of gloss over the MCU stuff. We're really trying not to make it about superheroes in this one. We're
Oh
just
yes,
trying to.
please. That'd be
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah. So we did talk about it a little bit, but we're trying to like come up with whatever else we did watch this year. So
Okay. Let me see. Let me go through my
any K
streaming
dramas as
service.
well.
Yeah. So I was
There
about to
is
mention.
K
Speaking
dramas.
of,
K dramas.
let me see. Let me just kind of go through my
You
list.
guys should talk about the big one that came out.
What was
Which
the big
one?
one? Which one?
Squid Game. You guys watch Squid Game?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, oh, someone froze. Did he freeze?
Uh, he'll come
Technical
back.
difficulties.
So go ahead and like talk about Squid Game first. Like,
Yeah.
what
So
is the
I
premise?
guess I
That
guess
was
for
like one of the biggest, one that came out this year.
yeah, that's
that
the
I
one that
know.
like caught the world by storm. Really, like it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
also before us like get into this, because like I feel like me and Louis are kind of like in the nether of K dramas. So like Aaron, as aside from like Squid Game, were you like any interested in like anything else in like K drama, like the K drama realm?
No,
Not really.
like
No.
I'm not even gonna touch like Squid Game's a possible, but I think I won't touch it.
You
Okay.
haven't been
For
forced
some
to
reason.
watch a K drama, and like in the end, you ended up fucking liking it.
No, I wasn't
Oh,
forced.
okay, because I was
Uh,
I was so hesitant. I swear to God, I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to watch this stuff. It looks really cheesy."
like no,
Um,
it's like I'm a guy. I know my feelings, and then like you
yeah,
start watching it, you just
you'll
get
start
like
watching it. You're
so
so
deep
wrapped
into
up
it.
in for real. You're so wrapped up in it. Like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on?
like
Like, what is going on right now? Like, why? Like, what is this? Why is this a thing with me? But honestly,
yeah.
it's really good stuff. And I think yeah, Squid Game was the big one. I don't know what
Mhm.
else I watched last year.
Yeah, I'm kind of there's a lot to watch.
Trying to think.
I just finished Singles Inferno.
What's that one?
You should, oh, dude, watch it.
Singles
It's basically
Inferno?
The Bachelorette, but it's like for Koreans. But it's like it's a more genuine like
Oh,
show.
it's a dating game show. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
Okay,
it kind of gets spicy.
I
Um,
guess. I mean,
yeah. So
okay, I'll check
aside
that
from
out.
that, I mean, that's really the recent thing that I just finished.
Yeah.
Squid Game. Everyone had their take on Squid Game. I thought it was like I didn't the hype. I felt like the hype was like a little bit too much. Wasn't like it was good. It was kind of like the human like it was a different story from like other shows. I guess that's why like it took the world by storm. But I thought it was okay. Um,
Mhm.
Man, there's a lot. I've been watching a lot of the anime series that came out on Netflix. So like, uh,
Oh yeah, you're gonna bring up what's it? The Arcane or whatever?
yeah, Arcane. So Arcane from League of Legends. That one's pretty good as an anime, like an anime story. It,
Mm.
I kind of fell off the train. Like I haven't been watching like as much anime, so I'm like usually when I watch these, I just like binge it. And I had to compare that too because Dota's I play a lot of Dota, so oh yeah, dude, come on, Kevin.
Like, dude,
I play a lot of Dota,
he's been
so
playing
Dota
Dota
released
since fucking sixth
since
grade,
middle school,
people.
bro. Like, yeah, like
And
I haven't played much, but like they released a show, so I was pretty interested. So like the show came out earlier this year, and it was like it was pretty good. But then like League came out with like their own show, and it was like
mhm.
significantly better. And it's like, yeah, like our game's better though. So like,
I wouldn't know what you're talking about. So,
yeah, but I
but
mean,
it's just
it's
yeah.
a lot of like story and like how would I say this? What's the word? Like origin stories and kind of like,
Mm.
what's the word? Um, how would I say this? Forgot what the word is. Lore. Yeah, it's basically lore. Like like because like in game, you'll like learn like the characters and stuff like through like text. But then like you get that text and you watch it in a show, and it's kind of like the lore is like animated. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
yeah, I think I know what you mean.
So does Arcane
Yeah.
only focus on that one character?
yeah. So like the main story is like hers, but then like they also incorporate like other like heroes, like with like they'll like toss in like some heroes that like have
Mm.
like if you play the game, like you know he's a hero, but like you don't really get a story around him yet. So they're kind of like building like this universe around it to see like
Do you happen to know? Because Jan and I, like when we were talking, like most of the shows we've been talking about are
Mhm.
getting renewed for like a season 2. So is your show Arcane going to get renewed for a season 2?
Honestly, I
Based
think
off
most
the
likely.
idea of lore, like I'm like,
uh
dude, you can totally expand on that shit.
yeah. So that's what's interesting about it is like so I haven't heard much about Arcane, but I'm probably definitely gonna see another second season. And
Mhm.
with Dota, they actually just released their second season this month,
Mm.
later this next week, I think actually. So pretty excited to
Okay.
like binge that.
I only
Yeah.
asked that because other than like the shows we've talked about, like a
Uh-huh.
show that fell off on Netflix was Cowboy Bebop, and it's not getting a season 2.
It was
So
like
just
it
to
was like
have to relate it to a Netflix idea, like if a show ain't doing good, you ain't getting a season 2.
I
So that's
yeah,
really,
why I
and
only
like
asked.
yeah.
Well, if
I know with
Arcane is
like
get if
Cowboy Bebop,
mhm.
it was like a week after it premiered, they're like, yeah, no season two. Like it was
Do you
like
feel?
super
Yeah,
fast.
exactly. So that's why I'm asking is like, is Arcane really that, or like, is it good enough to get a season 2? Like, has it
Um
been getting a following or something?
yeah, honestly, like within the community, like
I feel
within the
like it
mobile,
has.
it
Yeah.
has
Right.
like there's
Yeah.
definitely a strong community about it.
That's
Because
good.
yeah, even I've heard of it, and I don't even, it was never in my radar at all. And like the
Mhm.
fact that I've heard of it, I think it kind of like it says a lot for this show. I mean, I do. Have you tried watching Cowboy Bebop? Any of you guys like
No.
My
the show
brother,
itself?
like my brother, like is trying to watch it. I get no. He. The thing is,
Yeah.
he never watched the anime, so like he's
Oh,
going
okay.
in blind. So he's saying he likes it, but again, that's not
Mm.
coming from someone who's seen the animation.
Yeah, I think I watched like 20 minutes of the first episode, and I kind of mentioned it to Kyle. Like, it feels weird because it doesn't feel
It doesn't
like,
have the same edge.
yeah, it doesn't feel lived in.
I mean, it might be for like like it's a new generation, or like this
Mm-hmm.
might be their, like it's kind of hard with with like a bunch of these things where like they kind of renew it for like the newer
Yeah.
generation, and like but you still try to get the old audience back, and then like people have like different opinions about it,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same. I mean, like I said, it really felt so weird. Everything felt so new and felt so vibrant. It didn't feel lived in like the original show. Because the original show, it felt like this world's been around for so long. It felt like in Cowboy Bebop, it's like a new thing to the whole, like even to the characters or something. I don't know. It was
yeah.
a weird thing. It was really weird. I wasn't clicking with it. So I just like didn't even bother trying. Like just 20 minutes in, and I'm like, no, fuck this. I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah, like I feel like if a show on the first episode, if you don't get like hooked in by the first episode, like it's just like not really.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, no, for me, usually I give it like 2, 3 episodes and I'll be like, fuck this. But for that one, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm not gonna give it
Uh,
any chance. I know there's a show that did end, and I know Aaron kind of just recently watched it. Kim's
One.
Convenience. We could go back to it
Oh,
Oh
because
my gosh, that
oh
yeah,
yeah.
totally forgot about that one.
yeah. Have you guys
Yes.
have you like what do we think about Kim's Convenience?
So
Because I
like
know, yeah.
I've seen episodes. Like I don't know if I'm supposed to watch it chronologically, like like if each episode relates, because I think it does, but like not really. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, I
So
get it.
I've seen a couple episodes. And, like I just like the directions of the episodes because it's a lot of like it's like a lot of things I can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's like a
for
different
sure.
style of
And
comedy.
I think that's the idea, like what Kim's Convenience brings. It's like an Asian American, like you can kind of relate to what's going on and stuff. But other
Mhm.
than that, I just feel like it was just a funny Canadian show, like in
Mm.
general. And like you can
Yeah.
hear the Canadianness in it. Like I'm sorry.
It's really sad, man. It's really sad that they
Yeah,
canceled it.
that too.
Yeah, it was really a bummer when I found out. And I don't know. Apparently, there's a spin-off that started, and no one watched it. Did anyone even watch it? Because it came out in 2021.
No freaking way. And if you guys don't know, I think the spinoff is about the manager.
Yeah, Shannon, I think.
Yeah, Shannon. But
I don't know, man. And
it was
I
crazy
didn't even
because
know it
I
came
watched.
out.
Yeah, I watched Kim's Convenience only for the fact that like I need to know Simu Liu as as an actor. So I want to see
It's his range.
how yeah, basically I want to see how well he does it. So like
Mm.
that's why I watch Kim's Convenience, but I watch Kim's Convenience only for Appa.
Appa, man.
Um,
And
Appa's
when
my
you see
boy.
Appa as an X-wing pilot, game over.
For real, dude. I don't know.
uh,
Like, it's really such a bummer that because it even ended so weird. It ended like it
Yeah,
didn't. It does not feel
abruptly.
complete. DS, what are your top 3 to 5? Wait, what? What are your top 3 to 5 show suggestions for people looking for something to start?
like
Um,
regular TV show or like a genre.
I mean, if it just like I would say The Office, like it's just a little like
You would.
Yes,
it's not,
that's
dude.
your
Well, listen,
favorite
I
though.
see. So the office, I feel like an office is like, it's not so much a generic take, but it's a really like
It's
tailored,
it's more
like
general to people. Like I would say, like if I was to just suggest something to people, like I feel like sitcoms are the way to go, just because it's
Yeah,
like
I agree with that.
it's a little more
I think
universal.
yeah. For me,
Yeah,
I would go. I haven't watched The Office, but I would go the same realm, and I would say Modern Family.
yeah. Okay, not bad.
I actually watched it and finished it in 2021. So Modern Family is like a really good comedy. I got some like
Yeah.
huge laughs from that show.
Actually, yeah. Weirdly, I finished that in 2021 too.
Yeah.
I never got around to finishing it. I finished it in 20. I told you I watched so much shows during the pandemic. I'm not even kidding. Like that's all I did. It was crazy because I watched Modern Family, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I rewatched The Office like how many fucking times I can't even tell. Parks and Recreation I went over twice.
Mm.
I
There's a
guess if we're going
bunch of stuff.
into the classic realms, like throw out a recommendation too. It's like How I Met Your Mother is pretty solid too. So
Yeah, just if you're gonna watch the final episode, go to your DVDs and watch the alternate ending, please, and then I think you'll enjoy it. And I think you will enjoy it,
you gotta rip open the.
just in
Uh,
general.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
those three recommendations are pretty good to start with. Like I said.
yeah, I
So
mean, I
If
want to
you
say
want to
Breaking
laugh,
Bad, but
like if you want to laugh, like sure, go through like The Office, How I Met Your Mother, like Modern Family.
yeah,
Like it's not something old because like there's a couple people like out there that don't want to watch old stuff. Like
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, The Office. Some of the stuff in The Office, in terms of what they're using, is dated, but it's still like the comedy in itself
Mm-hmm.
is timeless. And if you're gonna start it, I feel like just get through season one. It's only 6 episodes, but I feel like people give up on season one unfairly because the thing with season one is it's still trying to copy the style of the UK series a little bit.
Yeah.
So it just comes off awkward. I mean, some stuff is still funny, and Michael Scott, Steve Carell, the character, just comes off a bit of a jerk because he's trying to copy Ricky Gervais from the UK, and that's what they're trying to go with. But once season two hits and they're getting their groove and they're getting their characters and they're literally like vibing, dude. it's one of the best shows out there, and I feel like you just need to like get through season one because that's when you'll finally start getting to the good stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't say skip season one altogether because there is some funny stuff in there, especially the diversity day episode. But yeah, I would say The Office is one, and Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna watch if you're gonna start on one and it's the first one, just go head in with Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Breaking Bad is really good. I think I watched that like 5 times already, just through and through. Um, yeah, Aaron hasn't had a chance to see that, and I'm really excited to hear if
Haven't?
he ends up does watching it. I'm excited to hear like his reaction
So
regarding that.
long.
It's not, dude.
It's
It's not as long
not
as you think. It's not, dude. It's literally
because you start watching and you're just like, oh wow, I'm done.
it's 10 episodes a season, and there's only
10
6 or
episodes.
5 seasons.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty solid then. But it's like
There we
hour
go.
long, right? So that's
Maybe
That's
45 minutes, maybe.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
I think you
Did I
could do
tell you
it,
I
dude.
felt like 2021 my attention span is only like 20 minutes. And and part of that is due to like, like I guess like I think WandaVision was like a 30-minute thing. Hawkeye
Mhm.
was like a 30-minute thing, but most of it was counted because of anime. Anime usually runs like 18-20 minutes. So my
20
attention
minutes.
span, my attention span after like 25 is like,
Yeah,
when
that's
is
like
it
yeah.
over?
That's like me a little bit too. It's kind of like that's why I gravitate towards sitcoms mostly when I'm just trying to find
Yeah,
something to watch.
exactly.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes. Like you get it in. But the weird thing is, I can watch 10, 20-minute episodes, but I won't sit down and watch a movie first.
Yeah,
It's
that's
freaking,
the funny
it's
part.
stupid. It's really stupid, but it's just the way that happens. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else like that you could think of, Aaron? Because I know
I
you. I feel like
started. I
yeah.
mean, this is an old series, but I since I'm in like San Jose, I started watching Silicon Valley.
Mm.
So that
Oh, I
one's pretty,
finished.
dude.
I finished that in 2020. That was one of the
Wait,
shows I finished and watched. Yeah,
dude, it's
Dang,
it's
boy,
fucking
you
good.
watched a
Like,
lot.
I told
dude,
you I
Silicon
watched
Valley
a
is fucking
lot.
dude. It's fucking good. It's
I
funny.
I got my brother on Silicon Valley too, and we always
Uh,
laugh at that Tres Comas guy. What's his name?
wait,
The guy.
who-
Wait, what season are you in?
I'm
Uh,
done.
oh, you done?
I
Yeah,
finished.
the guy
Yeah.
with the beard, the guy that's like an investor, the millionaire dude, the one
Oh,
that's always
yeah, the beard guy. Yeah. What's
yeah,
his name? Goddamn.
the one always like my fucking car doesn't go like this; it goes like this.
He's like so superficial about everything.
Dude, that guy makes me
Uh,
laugh. Honestly, like I
yeah,
think I got my brother hooked on that too, and like we always just talk about that guy. It's fucking
yeah.
funny,
It's
dude.
just it's a fun watch. It's like especially if you're like into like you're really like techie and nerdy. He's
Hmm.
like you just get along with the lingo, and it's just like man, this is like
This is my shit.
this is my shit kind of
No, exactly. Yeah. So, because like I'm really into that right now. And that's like my thing that I'm trying to do. So it's like it really clicked for me. And there's a scene I think I showed it to Aaron where they're literally just talking. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but they're just talking in a room. They're trying to see like how can they jerk off like how as much dicks as they can in the
Oh yeah,
room
they're
as
like trying to like
efficiently as they
figure out a
can.
problem,
It's
but
like
then they just started doing like dick analogies,
yeah, no, they're
but like
doing
in a
like
very like techie way.
actual algorithms within it. They're using actual math to do it. They're like, okay, we'll call this the dick to cum ratio or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. I was like,
Touche.
And then they're like the length and the angle of attack and the
for
speed,
real,
and it's like oh like man like
for
fucking like
real. They're
but like
like,
in
okay,
the back
what
of your
if
head it's kind of like another language.
for real? They're like, if you point two dicks together and they go back and forth, that feels like so that means we could double the time. So like we can.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it's all on a whiteboard,
It's all on the whiteboard.
and
Yeah,
they're
it was
like
just
dead
it's just
serious
really
about
fun.
it.
They're dead serious about it though. It was the funniest thing ever. I mean, I kind of just spoiled it there, but you just have to see it. I'll probably link it. I'll link it to Aaron later again. But
That's so funny.
Did you guys watch speaking of Lupin? Lupin came out this year, right?
Lupin, yes.
Yeah, I
That's a
like Lupin
Netflix
a lot.
show. It's like a French thief. I watched a first episode and it kind of fell off. Or not fell off, but it fell in the category of like, ugh, so long and boring.
see
So that's what
now
I'm saying.
we can't tell Aaron to watch Sherlock because that bitch is 90 episodes an episode, dude,
Oh
or
yeah,
90
right.
minutes an
A
episode.
90-minute. It's a 90-minute episode.
It's a movie, dude.
Yeah,
So,
I know that one's a movie. Like Sherlock is
yeah,
a movie.
it's
If I
literally
go in with
3
that
a.m.
mentality, like it's a movie, then maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think if you watch Sherlock, I think you can handle it because it's literally 3 episodes for one season, so
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's not
saying.
it's not too bad.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think I started Lupin one
Yeah.
episode. I think I didn't really like. I forgot why I stopped watching it, but it was pretty good so far. I mean, it's Lupin, right? It's like the fucking the anime, the manga, whatever. Is it not?
It's like partially, it's like off a book.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't
It's
it?
like Sherlock vibes basically.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, because Lupin wasn't that based off the book, the same book, the
Mhm.
anime itself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know there's an anime version. I'm pretty sure it's like the anime version, but
yeah.
like in the
Mm.
show, it's kind of like they're like I think they're like referring to like the
Even the Richard Gutierrez version.
uh
You know what I'm talking about,
yeah.
dude? I forgot that thing existed, but
I just
yeah,
can't.
that
Too much cringe.
I know. That one actually existed. Aaron, I don't know if you like because there's a Filipino show that happened before. It was called
Mm.
Lupin because it was based off the same source material, and they
Oh,
try to
okay.
do it in Tagalog and Filipino. It was fucking cheesy as hell. I don't know, man. It was funny, but yeah.
Oh,
Narcos season 3 also.
Dude, weirdly,
okay.
I think you're the only one that watches Narcos here.
Really? Oh, so Narcos is so good.
I know, and have you? Has anyone here watched Money Heist?
I've watched Money Heist,
Oh,
but I
I
haven't
heard that
finished
one
it,
was good.
and I heard it's good. I just like for some reason I can't like get through it. I'm like
Yeah,
struggling to get through it.
Aaron, you haven't seen it either, or
No. I feel
yeah,
like if
same.
you again, I'm more of like if you guys talk about it, I was like, fuck, I gotta
If
watch now.
we talk about it enough, like we'll get
Yeah, if
there.
you talk about it enough, then I'm like, fine, I'll watch then.
It's kind of
And
hard
I
to like. It's
guess,
not like we update
yeah,
each other like what we watch. It's like, hey, did you guys see blah blah blah?
yeah. So that's
So
the thing. It's like once, and I feel like that's how we like bonded is just like the idea of like finding something we do like and watching it. And I
Yeah,
know you didn't watch this, and it kind of ended our year. Was Cobra Kai? Like Cobra Kai was another movie that ended 2021, and I only got in because you guys kept talking about Cobra Kai.
hell yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, just as a fan of the overall, like the original Karate Kid trilogy, I think they're really doing those characters justice in terms of what
Yes.
they're trying to do, and they're not even just doing that; they're moving the story forward with their kids and everything, and it's really done or handled well. I think. I mean, obviously there's cheesy moments, but there was cheesy moments in the original movies. What the fuck can you expect? I mean, they're trying to. The fact that they're trying to reach an audience here that and everyone's kind of latching on is a good thing, and the fact that they have because Netflix shows usually I haven't seen one or well I have seen a couple, but like they usually don't last past like 4 seasons.
Yes. Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, so
trying
the
to think
fact
if
that
there's
this
one that's like an original, right? Yeah, there's like
yeah
nothing that's like past an original.
yeah, I mean there probably is, and I can't think about it right now. But the fact that this is on the fifth season already, it says a lot. It means they're really
Hmm.
invested in this, so it's like it's really
and
good.
and just to keep it into 2021, like season 4, hands down, is the best season amongst the ones that did come out.
Mm.
Oh, you
So
think so? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I probably do lean that way too. I probably need to go back and look at it. But in terms of character work, they did a lot this season. They
Oh
really did
yeah.
a lot this season. Yeah. And it's kind of weird. It's like that thing where it's almost like Star Wars where everyone's like it's either you're turning Sith or you're turning to the light kind of thing,
Yeah.
and
I
you
like
don't
that.
know who's turning where, dude. Like, and it's weird because you're rooting for other people sometimes, but then this season, Robbie, right? I fucking hated
Hmm.
Robbie, but in this season, I fucking loved Robbie, and I was kind of annoyed with the other people that I loved before that. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? How are they doing this with this show, dude? It's
This is what I
crazy.
have to say. Like every from season 1 to season 4, I'll just say this so like Kyle can be part of the conversation on our next one.
Yeah.
But I felt like the Russos are just getting worse and like becoming enemy number 1 right now. I
I
love the
mean,
Russos, but you guys are like public enemy number 1 right now.
yeah, and how that thing with the son, that was smart, dude. The way that they made him the bully kind of thing, like they made him like
Yeah.
literally like how Johnny was, and it's kind of like the opposite, and they're just exploring the theme of like how it would be on the other end. It's kind of conflicting to us because it's like you don't want this kid to get beat up. You don't want this kid to like, get fucking hurt. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, he's like, you have it coming. You're a fucking asshole, dude. Like, and
Yeah.
and at the end, it's like that kid, the new kid that they got was really good too. The
Oh
new
yeah,
one
for
that came
sure.
in.
I think
And
the
yeah.
newest one that I did like is the
Oh, the
girl
one for
that
the Eagle Fang girl.
yeah, dude. I was like, dude, I want to see more of her now. So if they play off of her in season 5, then sure. But I guess kind of to like close it, I heard there's like a freaking theory that the girl that the new character, the new Cobra Kai guy, the one that's being bullied, that they're liking. What if they say that's the girl from the the next Karate Kid, the girl that's her daughter?
Oh fuck no! Like who? Like
Come on, what if they
like
expand the universe that big, Louis?
it's fucking Hillary Swank's daughter or
Yeah,
something?
that's her
Hell
daughter.
no, dude! I'm done with that shit. Fuck no. I don't want to even hear about like just reference 1 to 3. The fact that they even referenced part 3 is kind of crazy and cool. And like how fucking Terry Silver, like I mean, sorry, Kyle, I know we're kind of like you
No,
haven't
you're
watched.
good. You're good.
I'm just okay. Like Terry Silver in part 3 was hokey as fuck. He was super over the top,
Yeah.
and like it's kind of like unbelievable. And the fact that they chalked it up here to be like, dude, fuck yeah, I was on coke and I was on this shit back then, and I'm trying to fix my life and all that shit. The fact that they
Hmm.
referenced that and they harken back to that is really cool. I thought it was really funny because it's like, yeah, he was really over the top in part 3, that it was like unbelievable, like it wasn't realistic anymore. And the fact that
Mm.
they chalked it up to him like, yeah, I was on coke and I was like high every time. I was trying to like I'm trying to fix my life. Why the fuck are you here
Yeah, yeah.
again? Doing this, and it's fucking really interesting. Like I don't know, whoever hasn't watched it so far, like it's like you gotta get on it if you're a fan of the original trilogy, man. Like,
Or
yeah, I
just
don't know.
watch it because it's a good watch.
Yeah, or just watch it because it's a good watch.
Like I'll be honest, like I know the idea of Karate Kid, and like I know the gist of it, and I know like each character, but not like the lore as much. But I get the idea, and it has the idea of like newcomers, like have like let the kids shine. So it's not really
Yeah.
a story of like Johnny and LaRusso again all the time, but it's the
Hmm.
kids story. So I like how it focuses on that, but the back, or I guess the backbone or the blueprint is Johnny and Stuff's rivalry, or John or Cobra Kai's and LaRusso's rivalry and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it helps that they kind of do flashback a lot, and and they
Yeah.
they do it in a way that actually um ties into the current story. So it helps for people that haven't seen the original trilogy. I feel like you could just watch part 1 and you wouldn't miss a beat. And
So that's kind of like why I like when I first came out. Like I was like, oh, Karate Kid, but like I wasn't like too attached to like Karate Kid as a kid kind of thing.
yeah,
So I was like, oh, like cool, I'll check it out kind of thing. Cause like I remember something. It was just kind of like Karate Kid was like, oh, it's Karate Kid, and then like I like the whole TV show spinoff. Like I was like,
yeah.
I don't know. So I was like, I just kind of passed on it.
Mhm. No,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like if like I said, it's really if you're a fan of it, and like I don't know, dude. It was just really my thing back then. Like it's one of the trilogies or movies that I kind of fucked up on when we were doing our movies that we were show our kids, because I've totally forgot about the Karate Kid. Um, or did I put it? I don't remember if I did put it.
I think you did.
Okay,
You
so yeah,
did,
so
but
I
you
did put
forgot
it then.
another. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, so I think we're good on that one. All right. So, Kyle, is there anything else that you've seen this year, or do you want to see this next upcoming? And just bring up any show really, because we were trying to like. I just want to talk about shows because there is a couple that that's
So
coming out.
I mean, I guess it's. Would you consider this a show? Because like it's more so um like news, I guess.
Which ones?
So I watch a lot. Like I watch John Oliver. So
Oh,
like pretty regularly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I keep
okay,
up to
yeah,
date with that just because like it's not so much like a show, but it's kind of like one of those things where like I'll sit down and tune in because like I
but
enjoy it. So like
it's
kind of those like
not,
late night vibes kind of thing.
yeah, like his last or his like last week tonight, I think,
Yeah,
or
last week
something like
tonight. Yeah, like
that.
I
Yeah,
really look forward to like his stuff. It's just like it's like just funny for like 30 minutes and it's like super informational and like everyone has their own take on like opinions and whatever, but like
Yeah.
This one's just kind of like you're just like watching it because like it's funny. So
That's good. Yeah, I think.
I feel
um
like, yeah,
Yeah.
I just feel like any late night talk show host, I can watch it on YouTube, like a clip.
yeah.
But it's interesting how like you can like sit down and watch a 30-minute, because like I guess I don't watch cable as much, so I can't really say about that. But I'm pretty sure it's pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's weird because like I'm like usually updated with like current events because that's like lately how I've been just using social media, just like keeping up with current events. So like things will like pop up and be like, oh, I know like this happened, this happened, this happened, and then like later on the week, I'll just like watch his show and like he does like a full recap and like does jokes on it, and I'm like, man, that's so good. He
Okay.
does like
Mm,
this big story on stuff, and like same thing with like some of like I mean the older like late night stuff where like the interview like guest celebrities and have them do like things.
Mm,
So like that's different. So, but what else? What
that's
else is
good.
there?
Yeah, no, actually, there's one that we recently watched. It's Jimmy Fallon's new thing. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called
Yeah,
yeah, like
Tonight
I
I
don't
know
Show.
know
he's
what he's
doing
doing.
a new thing.
He's doing
I know
like a
he's doing.
music stuff, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like the the music games that he plays on the thing. It's a
Yeah.
Yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
show on it. It's really fun, dude.
Oh,
We were
really?
watching it. Yeah, we were watching it last night. There's only 2 episodes so far,
Mhm.
and it's like I think the first episode was like the voice people, like the voice
I saw
judges.
I saw clips on that.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
pretty
didn't they do
fun.
that with what's that other show that they tried to make a spin-off of that where like they made them sing? You know what I'm
That's the
talking
Uh,
about?
lip sync battle.
well,
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
lip sync one. Yeah, it's
Is that still a
similar.
thing though? I feel like that fell off like hard.
I feel like it fell off because of COVID, but I
I
don't
mean, yeah.
know. I really don't know. Because
I
I
remember
knew it
like
was really
checking out like
prominent.
one episode and I was like, they're probably gonna run out of things to do for the show.
Yeah. Brian Mason 99 says the jam. Hey, what's up, Brian? Thanks for watching, dude.
Uh,
I don't know what he means by the. Is that a show? I'm gonna search that up. The jam.
it's either like
Okay,
it's a show or he's referring to the thing that we're talking about, and he's like, I agree.
I agree. The
Yeah,
jam.
yeah.
I
I
know.
think but to bring it back to I guess Jimmy Fallon's, I didn't even know it was a new show. I thought it was just like a segment of his Tonight Show.
Or that's my jam.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I
it is.
got you.
Yeah,
I
that's the
got you.
show. That's the show. We got you. Yeah, that's the one. It's fun, dude. You should just check it out. Honestly, we were really like digging it. I think it's just the fact that everyone's having fun.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
it
basically
makes it fun to watch.
karaoke.
It's basically karaoke, but they're just playing games. It's literally the games that he
Yeah.
plays. I think that's why you thought it was like one of his segments because it's literally the segment games that he plays
Mhm. Yeah.
wrapped up into a whole show.
I
So I thought it was
saw
pretty
I
cool.
saw the one with Chance making uh well, I forgot the Nelly song Country, and that was badass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's stuff like that. Yeah, Chance was there. He was partnered with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, so it was really cool. Who I haven't seen in a while actually. Like I think what was the last time we saw Joseph Gordon-Levitt? The fuck in anything like really.
He's, he's been MIA, bro.
He has been MIA. I was like, what the fuck? Like, where you been, bro?
The last time I heard of him was what's that? The time travel one? The show? It's
Looper?
like 1915 or something.
Whoa.
Huh? Looper? No, not Looper.
No.
No, a show.
Oh, I don't know the
He,
show then.
oh, he was in a show. Okay, hold on. Oh no, wait. I take it back. I
You know
think
what I'm talking about?
he was in the Chicago trial thing, wasn't he?
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Not
yes.
Yeah,
1915. It's like some other number.
yeah. He was in the trial of the Chicago Seven. Yeah, see, I remember. Never mind. Yeah,
Movies, shows.
yeah. But let's
Someone help
see.
me out here.
I don't know, man. Was it? Is it a TV show?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Wolf Boy? No, it's
I
not.
guess while he's doing that, I guess the show that I'm rewatching right now currently is and I talked about it like last episode is like The Big Bang. And it's a show that usually plays like my dad loves that show. Like he'll always get a laugh and I think it's due to Sheldon being that funny. And
Hmm.
I'm just watching it just to watch it only because I want to figure out when Raj starts talking to girls. So he never talks to girls, and like if you guys don't watch the show, like Raj doesn't talk to girls because he has a fear or he gets nervous.
Yeah.
So he can only talk to girls when he's like drunk. So I'm like on season 6, and he still has to drink to talk to the girls. So I'm still trying to find where exactly does he like have the courage to talk to a girl.
Honestly, I don't remember anything with that show anymore. It's been so long.
But it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's interesting to see, like, cuz I liked how you guys talked about like Silicon Valley, and it's like terms you do know. And
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
like Big Bang Theory does kind of do that. It does play off, like, if you have taken like Psychology 101, and it talks about like reinforcements and all that stuff. So like a lot of these things are factual. Like everything they're doing is fact. Like there's n- there's probably one or two that's not fact, but most of it is like real stuff that can be used in like today's world and stuff. So I liked how it plays on that one. And I guess it's so funny because for me, I was just watching to watch, and like, I'll
Mhm.
have my girlfriend come over, and like, oh, like, oh, I'm just gonna play Big Bang Theory while we're eating and stuff, right? Because that's what we do now. Like, you just eat and watch.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because then she started watching it. So
Mhm.
now she's watching Big Bang Theory.
Oh, now
So I was
she's
like, oh,
into
that's
it?
so funny.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Mhm. Yeah, I think, yeah, I fell off that show for a while. Maybe I should go back into it. I don't know. Maybe I'll find it funny again. I haven't really like. I remember not finding it. I think I told you before on the other
Yeah,
one.
you
Like I
said it
told.
because of the girls.
No, I think it's just the fact that it wasn't as funny anymore. Like it's not necessarily them getting girlfriends. I think like after they got girlfriends, the situations they were in wasn't as funny as they were before, or something like that. I don't really remember
Mm.
why, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's see. Okay, so do you guys watch You at all? Like the
I
show
watched
You?
the first season,
Yeah.
and then I was like, cool, but like I wasn't interested.
What? Oh, come on, man.
No,
I thought,
no,
yeah.
I don't know. I just like didn't like the ending, and I was like, all right.
Okay.
I just didn't like the ending. And I was like, all right, like I'm done with this.
All right. Well, okay. So, what about you, Aaron? Have you tried watching You? Um,
No, I haven't tried
okay.
watching You.
Ah, man, you guys should get on that, dude. It's really good too.
Yeah,
Um,
for anyone that's watching us right now, like give us your like TV shows, and maybe we've probably seen it or I've heard of it.
we'll check it
So
out. I
You guys
know.
2021.
watched
It's like,
Jack Ryan?
yeah, season one actually, but
What about
not
season
season
two?
two. I think I fell off season two. I just haven't been able to like get back on it. But I did.
Okay.
I remember watching season one and I thought it was really
Mhm.
good.
Yeah,
It's fucking Jim from The Office, dude. He's Jack Ryan. um,
he's so
but
cool now.
I know he was, dude. And I really like. I think like I don't know what happened with season two that I stopped watching. But like, yeah, maybe I should go back on that. There's a new show on Amazon as well.
What?
It's little Jack Reacher. They're really doing Jack Reacher again, but it's a
Oh yeah,
TV
yeah,
show
yeah. I
now.
saw that. Yeah, I saw
I don't know
that.
if you've seen it. It's the guy from Blue Mountain State. He
Yeah.
plays
Oh, dude, Blue Mountain.
Raphael. Yeah, he's
Aaron,
the
have
guy
you
from
watched
Blue
Blue
Mountain.
Mountain State?
He's from the guy from Blue Mountain State. He plays
You should check out Blue
Aquaman.
Mountain State. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
No, dude.
dumb.
Dude, wasn't like I think Josh and Rob were the ones that showed us in my house. Like, hey, you guys never watched Blue Mountain State? I was like, no.
Yeah,
And
it's hilarious.
the first episode about his butthole or something. Like someone stuck a finger up his ass,
But
and they're like just
jeez.
the whole episode they're just trying to figure out who the fuck did that.
Yeah.
Right? I think that was the first
Yeah, yeah,
episode.
it's
I was
like
like, what the fuck is this? It's fucking
the
funny
whole
though.
episode was just that, and you're just like, how did they stretch this out? Like, what's this freaking fucking funny? Like,
No, that's for I don't know. It was really funny. I should probably check that out again. But yeah, so that guy is playing Jack Reacher now, and it's like he's taking over the role from Tom Cruise, and I see
Mhm.
every time I go to the comments of that thing, it's like this is how I remember Jack Reacher in the books, not like Tom Cruise. You see, like I was like,
uh,
yeah, he's a big fucking dude. That's why, like, I think like he was like described as a big dude,
mhm.
and
Mm.
Tom Cruise isn't exactly the biggest guy, and he looks pretty good in it. Like the show looks pretty cool. I'm kind of excited to see it, like see how it is. Um, and yeah, Brian, if you're still watching this, man, I don't know if you're still here, but I know you watch The Magicians. I don't know what else you watch, but um,
Also, I'm gonna drop something in the disc. Um, this is where, like they released this like over Discord, just because we're talking about TV shows.
What is this?
They kind of like ranked a bunch of shows like all time kind of thing and like favorite shows of 2021 kind of like they rank them. I thought it was a pretty cool infographic. But like
Mm.
you can kind of see the list where
Of
like
course,
there's
of
like
course.
categories and stuff.
You know, I've never watched The Wire yet. I've been
Yeah,
meaning
see, so I
to.
heard The Wire is good. I heard The Expanse is good.
I heard Expanse is good too. I love
Yeah,
that Breaking Bad is number one because that's like that you know like
solidifies its.
that's like it's like Chef's Kiss. That's like top A TV show right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, did you watch Chernobyl on
I
HBO?
started that.
Dude, Chernobyl's so good.
I started that. The
Yeah.
guy, one of the guys is in Batman now. I know that, but
Oh,
I never
really?
like. Yeah,
Dude,
he's the
yeah.
guy
Watch
that's like.
Chernobyl. I feel like it's Chernobyl's so good.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it was really good. I think I watched one episode, and it was really tense. I just never like. There's a lot
Yeah,
of shows like that where I just
it's
watch it and
super
it just
tense.
falls off.
Uh,
What else is here? Mr. Robot. See, that's another one I fell off. Like I never finished it, and I thought
mm,
it was really cool.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
What else is here? Oh, this is okay. So there's a favorite new shows, and then there's a favorite all time.
mhm. And then there's one for like all time for women, and then over 10 years old kind of thing,
Okay.
like timeless stuff.
See, I like that. That's cool. I haven't seen it. Where'd you see this? Discord?
I'm on no, on Reddit.
Oh, on Reddit. Okay.
That's all I ever on is on Reddit.
Oh yeah. Well, of course, of course.
My feed just kind of like fills up with like all these news and it was like headlines is like stuff I'm actually interested about. I'm like, oh, this is a cool graphic, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So Boba Fett did come out. Do you guys want to talk about that a little bit? I haven't
um,
watched the recent one, but we can
oh
just
yeah, me
talk
too. I
about
haven't watched
it.
episode 2, but I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
Oh
What about
yeah,
Aaron? Are you caught up with
dude.
that one?
If you watch like episode 2, it kind of redeems episode 1.
Oh really?
Yeah, because
Oh.
one, it's longer.
Mm.
Then because of that, it dives deep and it dives deep to his past,
Oh.
like after
Okay.
the
I mean,
Sarlacc pit.
like with that too, I guess it's kind of like because like Mandalorian also had like some episodes where just like meh, you know what I mean? And then like the next episode, you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I
it
guess,
was like
yeah.
every
So
episode was kind of like a different like vibe
mhm.
every time you watched it, and you're just like, oh man, I don't care. Or like something big happens, where you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. So I was I think I mentioned it before too, like in Mandalorian. That was the time I like really focused on the director. Like, you're the reason why the movie or this episode was good, or you're the reason why this episode sucked. So that's why we kind of harped on like that Rodriguez guy because he made that Mandalorian episode so good. Then
Mm-hmm.
when we watched episode 1, I was like, that's it. That's all you can give us.
Like what the
So
fuck,
that's why
man?
like because of Mandalorian and like Book of Boba, I really pay attention to the directors because I feel like Jon Favreau has a thing of choosing good directors to direct the episodes.
Mhm.
So with this episode, it was really good because sometimes I forget as a Star Wars fan that that Tatooine is a planet. So when I think of Tatooine, I only think of Mos Eisley. So it's only like a small area.
It's
So
just that one
you're-
city.
It's just
yeah,
that
it's
one
literally
that
just that
station, right?
one exactly. So it's crazy how like episode 2, like I forget that it's a whole planet that there's like more stuff that as what like like Jabba's character was he has to take care of like everything else.
Mhm.
So it kind of
Yeah.
touches on that idea.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. That's interesting. Do you think they'll ever show Jabba in this thing? I mean, I haven't watched the recent one. I don't know. I don't even know if he's in that. But you think they'll ever show
Just
Jabba? Like
no,
flashback
but just
wise? No.
no, I don't think
No,
so.
they're probably trying to exclude. They're probably just trying to move everything forward. Like just so.
Yes,
I would hope. I would hope.
Yes,
So like
they
that's the
are
thing I was like
moving everything
noticing too.
forward.
I was having this conversation too earlier with buddy Jarrell, but like how like they're kind of creating all these Star Wars, like all the like because Boba Fett as a character, he's a character, but he's not a character. You know what I mean? Like within the universe, he's like a super side character, but he has like a big following. And
No,
like
I think that's why what I love about these Star Wars
yeah,
episodes that are
exactly.
coming
It's
out.
like it's like
Yeah,
a brush of fresh air, but it's still kind of like something
yeah,
within the realm of what you already know.
yeah. It's not always Jedi and Sith.
Yeah,
It's becoming like, oh, there's
the bounty
bounty
hunters.
hunters. There's like, like clones that are like
Yeah.
off that are not
Uh,
clones anymore or like
Yeah.
defected from the stuff. So there's so many stories that are not told in the Star Wars realm. And
yeah,
I feel like it's getting to the point where well, there's always that comparison like Star Wars and Star Trek, Star Wars versus Star Trek. So since Star Wars is now diving into like this TV world, for me this is becoming my Star Trek. Like because I know this world more and like how
yeah.
it's diving into all
Weirdly,
these other things.
yeah.
So like, I
I
mean,
don't
for me,
know,
like, the weird thing is like I really like the Star Trek movies.
but
I
yeah,
enjoyed the Star Trek movies, but like
but
as a show, like it was okay, but it just wasn't like as
you
sticky.
know, why you like the Star Trek movies? Because they
Why?
made it like Star Wars. And it
That's the
literally
idea.
JJ went on to make Star Wars right after that. So it's like where he
It was
wanted to
the
go in the
lens
first
flares.
place.
I was really
Because
appealed by the lens flares.
yeah, he was like, he never had a chance. Like, fuck, I can't do Star Wars anyways. It's still owned by Lucas. What the fuck are we gonna do? I'll just make Star Trek and make it like Star
It's like,
Wars.
and it's like, oh, you did pretty good. Let's go pick up for Star Wars.
Yeah, literally.
Mm.
And he literally fucking did another, like he did the whole thing with Leia's planet being blown up. He did that with fucking Spock's planet, like getting all blown up and shit. Vulcan's just
Hey,
gone.
spoilers, spoilers.
Okay, sorry, whatever. I mean, he did that in Star Trek One. He literally just copied
Yeah.
that fucking whole story. He made it more rock star and a
Mm-hmm.
rock, like more like a rock show instead of the opera that the TV show was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's probably why we like. I do like it too. It was really, it was fun for me. Um, but yeah, like Boba Fett, the show, I kind of said it back then. Like I thought like it was one of those things where it's like I really don't want to know more about Boba Fett, but it's kind of too late. Like because the thing, what I was excited about the show because I wanted it to be more about like I thought it was just gonna move the story forward of Boba Fett, just him being a gangster in Tatooine, or just not like really revealing anything about him. So I'm still a little wary in terms of that. So I don't know, like if you're saying we're going back to the past and like showing more stuff about him, um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay,
I guess I'll
well,
have to
I
see.
guess from where he left off, like the Sarlacc pit. That's where I'm saying.
Yeah,
So I'm not sure. I feel like they're not gonna go before the Sarlacc pit or like touch, but like him growing up to become Boba Fett
yeah,
in a sense. So but I
Yeah,
feel
at
like
that
it's
point, you
gonna
just make a Django show.
yeah.
yes.
Sean Crane, what it do, boys? What's up, man? Um, yeah, I don't know. It's. I mean, I like the fact that they're referencing the prequels. Like one of the first things we see is like the scene from Attack of the Clones. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool. I thought it was cool. I mean, I don't even like the prequels, but I like the fact that they're fucking referencing it for the first time in so long.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I need to go. Maybe it'll change my mind the second episode. But like right now, I'm just like, I like seeing Boba in Tatooine being a gangster. He's like, "Hey, I'm your new I'm the new guy you
I'm
answer
the
to,"
new
kind
guy
of
now.
thing. Yeah, when he went to the cantina, I like
Mm-hmm.
that
I
aspect
have
of
the
it.
stick now. I control the
Yeah,
stick.
I love that fucking part of it, but like it's one of those things where I'm like, can we stick with that? Just move it forward. But if we're saying
Mm-hmm.
it's just from the point where he comes out of the Sarlacc and then it's just from then on, then okay, sure. I
Yeah,
guess
I feel like
it's
I
not
feel
too
like
bad.
it's gonna be that because like it's gonna be too complicated, like trying to explain his like history prior,
Yeah.
especially with how Mando's already set up. You know what I mean? Like they already
Mhm.
started with the thing is like they started with Mando, so they
Yeah.
kind of build off of Mando's story forward. Where it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to
And
like incorporate another show where it's like right before Mando or like in between that time.
And
mhm.
I feel like John Favreau, like what you said about Kevin Feige, he knows what he's doing. And I think they do want to keep that mystery of like who is Boba Fett. So that's why I say like I think it's just gonna go uh like they're not gonna go super dive deep into his past, but more where the Sarlacc pit where he got out and stuff. So I
Yeah, I
hope
guess
they
so.
stay in that just so that there is that mystery that you still want him because he is already a dope character with the mask. Like we don't need to know more about him like
Mhm.
by himself because he again he's a cool character.
Yeah, it's just
Um
like you're just working off of his coolness. You're just like,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the one of my least favorite episodes of the Clone Wars was when you had fucking Boba in it, like as a kid. Like when we would go back
Oh
to those episodes.
yes. Yeah.
I fucking hated those episodes, dude. Like I did not want to know any of that stuff. Like I didn't care. Like let's just move on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, it depends too. Like I guess like if they could always develop the character in a way where it's interesting for me, but I think it's just the air of like mystery is what's getting me right now, and the fact that he keeps showing his fucking face. Like we get it, we had to do it in Mandalorian, but like keep your helmet on, boy. Like we
Well,
come on.
I think that's what no, that's the thing. Is like they're trying to distinguish between like like for him to have his helmet off, he's kind of like already another character. Because like when he puts the helmet on, like you just know like it's Boba Fett, but like without the mask, without the helmet, he's kind of like a different side where like you just there's like it's like two people in the same body kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I
I mean,
think
like
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with I hear that like in the Winter Soldier, like Chris Evans didn't want to wear the mask all the time. So if you notice throughout the movie, he barely has a mask
oh yeah,
where he
okay,
wears a helmet.
I
So I
see.
feel like that's what like I bet in his car he's like, I don't want to freaking wear this mask or this helmet all the time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
just do scenes with me without the mask, but I'll hold it.
Man, suck it
That,
up, dude. What the
that's
fuck?
what I'm thinking because when you watch the Mandalorian, he's literally wearing the mask the
all
whole
the
route, like
time.
season 1
Yeah,
and season 2. So I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can totally do the same thing. Like in
exactly.
episode 1, he literally took out his mask like
interesting.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
And
So
if Carl Urban can do it for the whole fucking movie of Dread, like I'm pretty sure you could do it for the fucking whole show, man. Come on.
why you bring up Dread into this?
I don't know. We talked about Carl Urban earlier. If you haven't watched Dread yet, by the way, you guys should check that out, dude. It's really fucking cool. Anyways, Mando, dude, season 3. What the fuck? I can't wait for
Super
that.
excited.
I am.
yeah,
I
so
know.
I guess that's this year, right? So I guess we'll dive into like what are we like seeing or like what are we excited to see for this year? So Mandalorian season 3 comes out this year.
Yeah. And I
Mm-hmm.
know, well, I do. I just want to say, like, I think they're moving on from we're not gonna see Grogu anymore. Like, I'm sorry to say to people that I said that to Elaine which was my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, they're not gonna do Baby Yoda anymore. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure they're moving on. She's like, what? No, that's the reason why I'm fucking watching with you. And and it's like, I'm sorry, dude.
You got to get rid of all the plushies,
They're moving on, dude.
all
I
the
feel like
toys, all the toys, all the plushies gone. He was
yeah.
literally just a marketing scheme to
Yeah,
just
I
like
mean, it was
no.
an interesting story though, and I do love that story, and I love Grogu, but like I like the fact that that's how they brought in the audience. I mentioned this like that they brought in the audience by doing that way, and then like now they're trying to show you the lore. Like now the
Dude,
dark saber's playing a part in it, and the whole
that's
lore of
freaking smart.
Mandalore.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's freaking smart.
Now they're doing that.
Make Grogu a freaking like cash grabber and like
Yeah.
a people
100%.
watcher. Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is really
I
smart.
mean,
That's why I was like, now
Disney
they're
be doing Disney things, you know.
I know, dude. Like, I'm fucking excited to see what's gonna happen next. Like, I want to see like the whole thing with the dark saber and like you know how like Bo-Katan. Remember that whole season where
Yeah.
she's like he was handing it to her, but like it
He's like, you
literally
can't
he
do
owns it
that.
now. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, even though fucking Sabine was handed it, but I don't know. It's another thing that I don't want
Oh,
to get
Aaron,
into.
did you watch the what's it called, the anime Star Wars one?
Oh, Visions. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
Oh,
barely talked about Visions, and the reason why is there are some good episodes and there's a lot of bad episodes.
yeah,
I'm gonna just leave it at that. There's like at least 3 good ones that I
mhm.
liked to watch, but the rest were like, oh, that I didn't need to
Yeah, yeah,
watch
yeah.
this.
I get you. I feel you.
I watched
So
like
But
I,
5 minutes.
huh?
I watched 5 minutes and then I stopped. I was like, fuck no, I'm good. I'm sorry. I don't know. It just wasn't for me.
It was kind of just it's one of those 20-minute things where you're just like, you
like
just
a
watch it for
short
20 minutes.
film.
It's yeah, it's a
Yeah.
short little thing. It's like, huh. But then like
Hmm.
sometimes it gets you going. You're like, what happens if like
Hmm.
you know?
If I had to pick one of my favorites from the 3, the one that's popping in my head is like the one where they assemble all the Jedis. It was like the lightsaber maker.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just spoil it since Jen doesn't watch it.
Yeah, no,
So
go for
like
it.
they assembled like Jedi's from around the universe, right, to come here so you can get your own lightsaber. So I guess they didn't have like lightsaber makers back then or something.
Yeah.
So they're just people who are strong with the force and they say they're Jedi's, right? So this guy who's a lightsaber maker like made specific or made lightsabers for them, but in the end they turned out to be Siths. Like all of them turned out to be Siths. So like
Yeah.
someone like like ratted on them or something, or ratted on the
It was
secret.
like a coup against like because like they're like trying to hunt the Jedi's.
Yeah.
They were basically
So
trying to kill the Jedi's. So then what they did was like they invited one Jedi, and then all the other people were like, "Yo, we're also Jedi too. Like this is fucking cool." And then like everyone busted out
yeah.
their shit, and it's like all fucking Sith. And then you're like,
Yeah, so like that
"Oh fuck."
concept is like pretty interesting. So like there are some gems and in visions, but it's very little gems. That's all I gotta say.
Nice. I mean, I don't know. I still probably won't watch it, but I'm glad to know y'all watched that episode and enjoyed it. So at least there's that. All right, we could just okay. So we'll just touch up on what's coming out this year and what we do want to watch, and then we'll just wrap it up for this
Hmm.
episode because we are running a little long here.
What do you mean
This is
long? This is our normal showtime now. 2 hours.
shut the fuck up. This is crazy. Yeah, like I told you, it's funny because like we're people are tuning in more the longer that we go because they're like tuning in halfway through the show. So it's like I was joking with Aaron. I was like, should we just leave the show up for an hour but then record an hour later, or like just hop on an hour later?
just kind of wait until like someone shows up and we
Yeah,
like randomly, and then we just dive into like entertainment and like movies and shows and be like, oh, there's an
yeah.
audience.
No, like I'll just leave the screen open like live, and then like once you see like 5 people are watching, like okay, fucking put in the intro, let's go. Like, I don't know. That's
Like
just
yeah,
funny.
What
Kramer,
are
like
these
why come
guys?
in at 4:47 when we started at 3:15?
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
son of a
kidding.
bitch.
Just kidding, Kramer.
Just
We love
kidding.
you.
Yeah, well, okay,
Time
so
differences, man. You're back and forth.
yeah, I know it's kind of hard to like. We're still working on that kind of stuff, but we've been really consistent. This is our 22nd episode, our second episode of the year. Fuck yeah, dude, we got this. I feel like my goal is like 50 episodes for the year at least.
Easy.
52, 52 weeks, but I feel like if we do 50 episodes a year, I feel like we've accomplished something here, man. Like we've
Yeah,
done
like
something.
getting to the tier list for the Pixar stuff, right?
You know
Hey,
the
it's
Hey,
shelved for now. Leave it alone.
it's like
We
it's
had a
like
talk
every
before this episode.
Krim
no,
said,
it's funny
"Sorry,
because it's
sir."
like, hey, we're going to talk about like, hey, we have a Pixar tier list, and we just don't do it.
Or it's shelved for now until a new Pixar film comes out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait till Lightyear comes out and then we'll make that a thing. How's
Okay,
that?
okay.
Because
It's
Lightyear
like
is about to come out.
a prequel episode to Lightyear review.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm.
Kramer saying, "Sorry, sir, I just got off." Okay, like that's not an excuse. You could go on then during work. I don't give a fuck. Just kidding.
Just put on your AirPods
Just put
or
on your fucking
something.
AirPods in one ear. You do it anytime, every time, anyway. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
Don't
people.
scare us. Don't scare off our viewers now.
Yeah, Sean Kramer. I can't wait for that.
Our
Uh,
Pixar review.
oh,
Just
our Pixar.
kidding.
I was like, okay, or for Lightyear maybe.
Sure.
Okay, shoot. Yeah, no, don't do that. I was fucking around. Or do it. Just don't tell anyone. So let's see what comes out this year. So Peacemaker is coming out first,
Oh
and
yes, Peacemaker.
that's coming out next week. I'm not
Dang,
just
that's
saying
fast.
that first because it's John Cena. I'm saying it first because it comes out first for the year. So suck on that, bitch. Peacemaker's coming out
We
next
didn't
week.
bring it up. You always bring it up.
Because I'm just covering my bases because I feel like someone's gonna be like, "Wow, yeah, really? You're gonna say that first because it's John Cena?" I don't give a fuck. It's the first one to come out. Look,
I
I'm
get.
excited for that one. The trailers
No,
have
the
looked
thing is,
good.
like I feel like HBO has a lot of good shows. Like they just
They
kind of
do.
they do
They
have a lot of good shows,
they really do.
but it's just
Yeah.
like it's a lot of commitment to like watch all the HBO shows because they're like I kind of would say like they're pretty well crafted for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. I'm just looking through a list. You know what? Why am I not? I'll just share the screen with y'all so we could go back. Here.
Does Game of Thrones come out this year?
I um The new spinoff? Yeah, I think so. Let me
Yeah,
just
so
see.
I know I'm excited for that one.
Um,
I have like a PTSD of Game of
all
Thrones
right,
because
yeah. So
think
we'll just
everyone
do this.
does.
Yeah, we could just do this before we end the episode. And then we'll wrap up because we're running pretty long here. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can see this. So this is just a list here that I'm looking at, and I'm just gonna like.
Yes,
Okay, so
spitfire
January,
it. Oh,
Euphoria season two.
I've been really like trying to like get into Euphoria. Like I just want to start. Like I just want to like check it out because like I'm hearing like a lot of buzz on it. So
Yeah, I heard it was really
it's a lot of
good.
drama.
I heard it was really good. Yeah. I'm down. I'm down to check it out. Naomi here. I don't know what that is. Obsessed with Superman. Okay, pass. I don't want to watch
Oh,
that.
you wanna see our boy be Superman?
I don't give a fuck. Like a teenage girl obsessed with Superman.
Is it because it's CW? Just admit it's CW, and then we can kind of just move past it.
Well, no, that's unfair because I like this show right here. I like Superman and Lois
You
season
do?
two.
Okay.
So that one's pretty good. Peacemaker, I did touch up
Mhm.
on already. Archive 81. I don't know
What's
what
this
this
one?
one is. A new
Horror.
horror
Ooh.
series based on a podcast. Oh fuck yeah, dude! I'm down for this. Look at that. I'll fucking add that later.
Ooh. Next one, Ozark.
Ozark
Netflix
season 4.
January 14.
Did you watch Ozark?
Oh, that's
I got to
soon.
like season one, but like I didn't do season two. And
Dude, Ozark's really good. I
yeah, I know like season one's pretty good. It's just like I gotta stick to it.
Yeah, Ozark season 4 is really good. Servant season 3. I told you this one's coming out in a couple of weeks. I'm fucking super excited, man. Look at that. Astrid, I don't give a fuck. The after
Wow.
Hey man, we're running long. I'm just gonna gloss through some
The
of the stuff you
Legend of
don't know.
Vox.
What's this
Please.
one? The Legend of Vox Machina.
Nope,
Pass.
it's okay.
Raising Dion season 2. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, Michael B. Jordan.
Dude, Pam and Tommy.
Pam
I
and
saw the
Tommy.
Oh,
trailer.
yeah,
Oh
I
my
saw the
gosh,
trailer for
I'm
this.
gonna freaking watch this.
A lot of
I
good
thought-
hype around it. Just
I
'cause,
thought
like,
this was a movie.
No, dude,
Is it not?
it's a series. It's
Oh
gonna
hell
be a
yeah!
series,
Okay.
and it's Winter Soldier, playing Tommy, I guess,
Yeah, and Lily
and like
James is
it's
Pam.
basically about the sex tape that leaked.
Fuck.
So it's like, how are they handling the sex tape being leaked,
mhm.
I can't wait. I want to see it.
dude? So I was like, yo, that one's gonna be badass. Like, I better get some laughs from it or something.
I would hope so. Inventing Anna. I don't know what this one is, but I like her. She's good.
Oh, Shonda Rhimes though.
Oh, who's Shonda Rhimes again?
Grey's Anatomy.
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry for
Okay.
all our Grey's Anatomy fans.
I'm sorry,
sorry,
people.
I'm not
That's
into it.
interesting.
All right. Well, I know her from Ozark, and she's really good. So, well, okay.
I was like,
about
if
to
you
say-
watch like Grey's Anatomy, like I mean, Grey's Anatomy is kind of like a staple too for like TV shows,
yeah.
like Shonda Rhimes, and like it's really each episode's very like very intense. So
Oh, okay.
the fact that they're like released, like she's making another show on Netflix is like pretty interesting. So actually, I might check it out. See.
That's good. I thought they said Aaron Sorkin. I was like, whoa, Aaron Sorkin's in this or doing
Shonda
this.
Rhimes has a track record. So
But it says Anna Sorokin. I was like, okay, never
Anna
mind. That's
Sorokin.
not it. The new Bel Air show is coming out. That one looks
Hmm.
interesting.
Question mark.
Can't wait to. I mean, Will
It's on
Smith
Peacock,
was in.
though.
Yeah, Will Smith was in. Hey, Peacock has pretty good stuff. Walking Dead final
What the
season.
heck?
Yo. Okay, wait,
It's
hold
on
on.
the final
Okay,
season.
when was the last time you guys? What season you guys stopped?
Holy
Ah,
shit!
Wait,
Dude.
what season did you guys stop?
When
I
like
think
Negan came.
Negan, yeah, Negan came and I
I
stopped.
think it was like season 4, right? So this is like what, season 8?
That's not. I don't think that's season
No,
4.
I think that was like season 6, probably.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well,
like
so
a
what
season
season is it
6 or
on now?
7.
Something like that.
It's on like 8 right now, right? 8 or 10.
11 seasons. This is
Yeah,
the
see, so that's
season-
why we were. I knew like Negan came in like 6 or 7 because
Okay, that makes sense.
like I guess a funny story, but before we can move on is like I know Kyle and I started watching Walking Dead because it was one of our assignments.
Yeah, I was about to say
For
like,
class,
I was, like,
so-
hands down, like why?
It was so weird because we were 11 juniors,
juniors.
right? And they were like, okay, you guys got to go to this teacher because he got you summer homework to do. Then he says like,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
during
funny
the
'cause,
summer,
It was
You-
the AP English. It was like it was
yeah,
an AP English class.
English.
and then you're
Hey,
like, "Oh, what
Hey,
are we gonna
I don't know
expect?"
if that's true, Sean, if it's that guy's name. I don't want to say it, but you said it, not me. But anyways, they said, they said, they said like, okay, you gotta watch The Walking Dead before you come into 12th grade English. I'm like, okay. So for some reason, I didn't watch it until like the beginning of the school year. So like I just like
Oh, you didn't
procrastinate
do
on the
your
work.
homework. What? That is
Yeah,
crazy.
I just procrastinated. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this shit.
yeah.
But
Do you
like,
want to? Yeah. Do you guys like? You did? Didn't you guys do it like the whole year? Like
Yeah,
that was your fucking assignment.
yeah, we did.
yeah, exactly.
Fuck all
So
of you, dude.
every Friday we would have to like do a review. Like, what do you
Yeah,
guys think of this episode?
you just had to like write about it, and it's like, but like
Yeah.
it was kind of a genuine like environment.
Yeah, you know
Hmm.
it's crazy the way that I stumbled onto The Walking Dead in general. I think I was in LA at a comic shop, and I was buying. I was this was when Kick Ass came out, so I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna buy the Kick Ass comic. I just want to, the graphic novel. And the
Hmm.
guy at the store, he was like, "Hey man, I'll give you this free comic, this first issue here for this comic,
Oh, really?
The Walking
Wow,
Dead." And he was like, "Yeah, they're making that into an HBO show, and I think the guy that played Punisher is gonna play the main dude." I was like, "No shit, okay, I'm gonna check it out."
you're a big
You know,
Punisher guy. That's why.
yeah. Thomas Jane was gonna play fucking Rick at first, so I was like, "Where the fuck is this show?" And then it finally came out. It was fucking on AMC, and it was still pretty good, and it was pretty spot on from what the first issue looked like. Because I
Mm.
remember that was all I read. Literally, it was a fucking first free issue from that guy at the comic book store. Thanks to that. But
Oh,
look at that. It lasted 11 seasons. Good shit.
11
Landers.
seasons.
11 fucking seasons, man. Outlander season 6. I don't know what watches that.
Wait,
Shining.
quick question. So, like, what's the longest show that you guys have been following and still
Uh,
continue to follow?
One Piece.
Oh man,
If you guys don't know,
how far are you? How far are
on
you?
like my early episodes, I did say that I'm watching One Piece. I started on June,
It's
so
so hard to like. What
I'm on
episode are you?
episode like 800. So it takes me like a roughly
Oh, really?
100
You're at
episodes
800
per
already?
month. Yeah,
Dude, that's pretty. And you started in June. That's pretty good,
yeah.
dude. Because I tried doing that, man. Like I'd run through like 20 episodes a day. It's a struggle.
Is it how long are the episodes? Isn't it like 20
Oh, they're like
episodes or
15,
something?
20
Yeah.
minutes, but it's
Okay.
just like it's a lot. Like when you think about it, it's a lot.
Yeah, I
It's a
don't know
lot.
how y'all do that. No, I cannot, man. Kung Fu season 2. I don't know. This one has been fucking
Oh,
going on for so long, dude.
I know
I
they've
can't
been.
wait.
Dude, have you been watching Atlanta? I remember you watched the second season.
Dude,
I
no,
haven't
yeah.
watched the second season actually,
Because
but I heard of the drama.
it took a long ass break. It was like the fucking longest thing. I forgot it was still even a show. And I remember loving this
Sheesh.
fucking show.
Oh, he looks different in that. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
look
of
like
course
Donald
it
Glover
does.
anymore.
But dude, season 2 had one of the best episodes.
See?
The one where
I
it's like
haven't
a
watched it.
TV show. Aaron,
Mm.
do you know which one I'm talking about, right? The one where it's like the whole episode. It's like it's like it's parodying an episode from something from BET or something.
No, I didn't
And the
watch it yet. I only watched season 1, but I remember when season 2 came out, I was like, I just didn't have time to watch it. So I need to get back onto Atlanta. But go ahead,
oh
keep explaining. Go
No
ahead.
spoilers. No spoilers.
wait, is that season 1 that it came out in? I don't remember anymore.
What are you talking about?
For Atlanta, there's one episode where it's like never mind, that's for season 1. The one where he's like it's like a TV show and the guy's like I'm transracial. And do you remember that
Yeah,
one?
yeah. Okay,
Okay, that's
I
season 1.
remember
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
season 1. Yeah,
That was
okay, that's
pretty good.
season 1.
Yeah,
Season 2 has dark stuff though. I remember like
Mm.
getting creeped out.
it's heavy.
It's pretty heavy. Bridgerton season 2.
Bridgerton.
I heard
I don't
some good things
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I don't watch this, but my girlfriend does. So, The Boys
Boys.
season 3, of course. That one looks. It's always gonna. Yeah. So okay, Lord of the
Mhm.
Oh my
Rings.
gosh, that's right. Lord of
This
the
one, I
Rings.
forgot about
This
this.
one
This was on
is
the.
gonna come, and I'm pretty excited for that one as well.
They give it. Good. Have they said who's gonna direct it? And I mean, if it's on
Um,
Amazon, I kind of feel like I can see where it's kind of weird just to say because it's on Amazon.
dude, they bought this
How-
IP for how much?
Oh
Like
yeah,
they bought it for so much money, dude.
yeah,
Like so I would hope they would invest a lot in it. I mean, like they invested a lot into this, so I would hope that they're taking their time to do everything. And
yeah. Do it justice.
I think Fede Alvarez, the guy that did that, or maybe no, not Fede Alvarez. Let me see. The guy that did the for second Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, whatever his
Mm,
name is. He's the one doing
yeah.
Lord of the Rings, or he's the one overseeing the new show.
Okay.
Um, fuck, let me just see his name. A. Bayona. Yeah, there we go. He's the one overseeing that one. And okay, whatever. So
Oh shit, Andor.
what's the fuck is Andor?
Oh, isn't that the your boy from
Oh, from
the
Rogue
Star
One.
Wars? Yeah,
Yeah,
Rogue
Rogue
One.
One. Okay, I guess
Didn't you like that guy?
I did. I thought it was cool.
Hmm.
Um, I remember. Yeah, I was saying like he was interesting, but like I just wanted to see more of him, and they're making a show, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I thought you'd like it. Andor.
Yeah. All
That's why
right.
when you
Yeah.
said "What the fuck, Andor," I was like, "Oh, you
No,
forgot? Isn't that?"
no, it didn't click. This name. I was thinking of Nandor from fucking What We Do in the Shadows.
Mm.
Oh, dude, you watch What You Do in the Shadows?
Oh hell yeah!
Dude, it's so funny.
It's funny, dude. It's like The Office,
It's
but for
so funny.
zombies or something. I mean, for zombies, for
Vampires.
vampires. Yeah,
Dude, it's
yeah.
just like it's so dumb.
That's
You've
on
never,
Hulu, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The
I just
movie,
need to take the time to watch
the
it.
Just watch
movie,
like a
the
couple episodes.
you never watched the movie like at all.
I
No.
don't remember the movie.
The movie's from Taika did it. Taika the Waititi.
Really? I don't remember watching the movie.
You should watch it. Taika and them showed up in the show itself. They were
Really?
in it.
I didn't get too
Yeah.
far in it, but like
Well,
when I watched it, like I enjoyed it. I was like, man, this
no,
is
like
funny.
if you remember, there's a trial scene in What We Do in the Shadows season
Uh-huh.
one. There's a trial scene where they're like, there's a ceremony of them about, and they were like, fucking Wesley Snipes was there. I don't know
Oh,
if you
really?
remember that.
Legit.
No, I probably didn't watch. No, I'm not that far in.
Okay, never mind. But yeah, they're in that episode. But yeah, they did the original movie. That's why. So that's why they're
Interesting.
the What
Okay,
We Do in the Shadows, the TV show is like a sequel to that. So
that's cool. Yeah,
yeah,
but that
so
shit's it's so funny.
it's really funny. Halo. I didn't even know this was a thing.
We shall
Um,
see.
is this live action? Does anyone know?
Yeah, it's live action.
Okay.
I know there
Okay.
was a trailer release on that. Then they kind of like showed, like teased it.
Oh,
Like
that's
that was
cool.
the final shot.
Oh, okay.
House of Dragons. There it is.
House of the Dragon. There we go. Math Smith. I don't know. Game of Thrones.
He looks so weird. I can't. No, I can't see him.
I'm burnt out a little bit just because
By
of the
Matt
last
Smith.
season. No, on Game of Thrones, not on Matt Smith. I love Matt Smith, but
I
Game
know,
of
but like just seeing
Thrones.
him in that picture, it just makes me kind of uncomfortable.
I mean, he looks like our Targaryen though. Like I'll
No,
give him
you know,
that.
yeah, no, I can see it, but it's just like I just can't get rid of like other images of him.
Okay,
Mm.
yeah, all right. So
I
we're
probably might have to. I have to like if I hear him, it'll change my mind instantly.
yeah, that's true. We're coming up on 2 hours, so I'm gonna rush through these. Midnight
Moon
Club
Knight.
from Mike Flanagan. I love Mike Flanagan. He did Haunting of Hill House. Yes, he Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Man. Okay, yeah. So can't wait for that. Moon Knight. Aaron, anything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Mystery Science Theater. What the fuck? Okay, the Nevers, Obi Wan
Mhm.
Kenobi. I forgot that fucking show was coming out, but there we go. Obi Wan Kenobi's coming out. The Sandman looks good.
Mm.
She Hulk. Star Trek, Strange New World. The fuck? Oh, whatever. See, okay, so we can Stranger Things season 4. Um, what are we thinking here? Are we
Sorry,
excited?
not sorry. I'm not interested.
You're really
Mm.
not Wait, were you did you mention that you never watched it before?
No, I've watched one. I watched. It's one of the things where like, I watched season one. And I'm like, cool, that was a cool show. I'm like, season two coming out. I was like, yeah.
Oh
Mm.
god, yeah, you're
I just
weird.
wasn't like, it just wasn't my vibe.
I don't know. I liked it. I don't know about
Yeah.
It was
Aaron.
good. It was good.
No,
It's
I
kind of
liked
just
it.
kind of like,
I like how it kind of has like the Goonies kind of vibe throughout the whole
Yeah,
show with the kids.
okay, I see.
So and like
exactly.
sometimes you just need that, like just like a Goonie sense
That's what they're
show.
going for. So I like that. That's the tone that they have here. The Umbrella Academy season 3. Thank
Question
God.
mark too.
Wednesday Adams, with what's her face. I don't know who's playing her, but I remember I know that actress. She's pretty good.
Jenna Ortega.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? It's right here. Sorry,
Right there.
I didn't see. Yeah, Jenna Ortega. Okay, yeah, she's good. I still haven't touched Westworld.
I've watched first season of Westworld.
I've been
It's
meaning
kind
to
of hard
though.
to get into.
Oh yeah, I know
It's
it's
kind of
good.
like it's like early Game of Thrones, but like a little harder.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean it's fucking Jonathan Nolan though, so it's like
No, but like I said, like HBO shows, they're kind of like well crafted, and like this is
yeah.
one of those where it's like if you understand it, like it's pretty, you get into it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll check it out. I've been meaning to check it out. I just haven't. Witcher Blood Origin. Is that
I
Michelle
need to
Yao?
start on that.
It is
No, there's a
Michelle
long
Yao.
list. I love how you're like, oh, like we're gonna wrap it up, but like the list is like
I know it's
so
pretty long.
long.
All right, so 1899, A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own, like the movie. Wait. Oh yeah, it is. What the fuck?
Nick Offerman.
Oh
Mhm.
hell yeah,
Offerman gonna be
dude.
in it.
That's my boy.
Oh, did you see that one movie that what's her name? God damn it. Oh, keep on going.
Okay, well, while you think of that, we're gonna keep
Alison
going.
Brie,
Blind.
sorry. It's
Oh my
like
god, dude.
the
Allison. Yeah, what about her? What about Allison Brie?
she's gonna be in a movie with
Nick
it's like a
Offerman?
weird cast. Yeah, she's gonna be in a movie.
No way. I want to see. I mean, I love Nick Offerman, but is it called the? No, that's old.
Alison Brie, or was it?
It's not the Kings of Summer because that's old. Ah,
It
whatever.
might be Allison. It's either it might be Audrey Paul.
Anyways, Boo Bitch. Don't know what that is. Cabinet of Curiosities. I don't know. The Changeling. Is it like the Angelina Jolie movie? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Evil season 3. I never watched that. The Mandalorian season 3. We kind of already talked about
Mhm.
that. We talked about that. Resident Evil series. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the show or the movie that just came out. So hopefully it's good. Russian Doll season 2. Oh, that's it. Okay, so that's not that bad. Um,
Lot
this
lot lot to talk about in this year, so a lot of
there
episodes.
Yeah.
there is a lot. Yeah, not too shabby there though. Not too shabby. It's
So,
a
any
lot of
other
shows.
final thoughts before we close out the episode?
There's a lot of shows,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Anything to keep eye on this week
Um,
aside from Peacemaker coming out next week?
I don't know, but
No.
I don't think so. No, yeah.
I just wanted to
And
say
it should be Oscar season too.
like
Man.
February-ish, and I
Like,
think yeah.
We'll start hearing something. Like usually those kind of come out like out of the blue.
All right.
Hear about
So
There was no Adam Driver movie last year, man. I'm
God
sorry.
damn it.
No, wait, no.
no, there is the
no,
last
there is. Yeah, the
duel.
last.
I watched the
Yeah,
last duel, yeah.
I forgot he was in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay. Hey, you never know. We'll
Okay.
see.
So I just want to say like we watched a lot of TV shows and a lot of movies. So we do have lives, guys. Okay, we work
We do stuff.
for our viewers and listeners. But hey, if you ever have time, like just watch a TV show. You might have cool people to talk to, and
You
it could
can
be
join our
us.
Discord if you guys want to talk
Yeah.
about shows. Links below.
Yeah, join our
Yeah, so
Discord.
exactly. That's where I was leaning to. So if you guys want to talk about TV shows, hit us up on our Discord and all those other cool things.
As
So
right now
thank
we're
you.
just all sorry, I was like, we're just plugging in, like we're just all sharing Spider-Man memes.
Yeah,
thank
usually.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so thank you for listening to our Spit Talk podcast. Catch us on our next episode. Follow us on Instagram now at the Spit Talk podcast for any updates. Once again, we are Aaron, Jan, and Kyle. We'll see you guys. Bye.
I